Oh, the camera's on.
There it goes. Camera's not off.
That's always a good sound from the dungeon.
One time you don't want to hear is.
Edward, how's it going, buddy?
Lee. Now that's the Lee I remember.
Yeah.
Got him.
The buzz cut.
Just a rather larger version.
Yeah. Right.
How you feeling?
He doesn't have his
lumberjack
lumberjack beard.
beard.
Dude, I tell you what, I was
He got
2 weeks ago when I started having chest pains. I'm like, I remember what you said about pressure. Straight to the ER, and my pulse rate was 150 beats per minute. So it's a little high, and they pumped me full of IVs, and they put something in there. I don't know what it was, and they said if this don't work, we're gonna shock you. And apparently, by the time I left, they ran a bunch of blood tests. It slowed down to like 85. So something caused my heart to race.
Wow.
But I felt it, and it just hurt right there, steady all day, and it never slowed down. So yeah, all I could think of was what you said when you said you kept feeling that pressure.
Yeah, it just wouldn't go away.
Yeah, it hung on for like 3 days. Finally, I went to the ER, and it's like, nah.
That's when you know, man.
Yeah, it's like something's going on. So now I was a little close.
Did they tell you had cancer?
No, it's so far.
You said they were going to shock you.
Well, yeah. But no, but anyway, they've tested for that too. So far, so good.
Yeah, I got that shit cut out of my leg, and that threw me for a loop, man. They did a biopsy on my lymph nodes and my groin.
No shit.
It's like a 3-inch incision up here, like on top of your
about 10. My Friday was my day off. And 1:30 come along. Okay, we need you. So I started getting people and bringing them into work. Because that truck's so heavy, I had no problems. I put in an auto 4-wheel and I got low, high, and auto.
Right.
And then just hit a button. Ain't like the old days when we had to get out there and turn
I
it
know,
up.
it's so nice, man. Mine's a button, and then you can dial it to snow or ice or mud or whatever.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff.
See,
What year is yours?
15.
Right.
15? Cool. Mine's a 99, so it's all metal.
Yeah,
the rust
man.
shows proof.
Yeah.
Imagine it is 1915.
Not plastic. I like the new stuff.
But yeah, it's. I mean, I went through the height of that storm, just back and forth. Had
That's
no problems.
good, man. Good you got something reliable.
Yeah, it's old and it's got its problems, but it'll get through the
Paid
weather.
for, right? That's the main thing. It's paid for.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's solid. Well, it's good seeing you, dude.
Yeah,
Or
you
you should
too.
just
And
buy a
Lee, the
monster.
man, the
I'm
myth, the
just-
legend.
Going to chill out and visit for a little bit.
Eddie, did you want to try it?
Let me get through him first. He's still trying to eat that rat. So
Why did you get a chip recently?
well,
Are they
they're
any
supposed to
different?
eat
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, you didn't know what we were talking about?
No, I just heard he's trying to eat a rat in there. And I'm like,
Eddie likes snakes, so he's got a pet snake.
You didn't say you saw it.
See, Pat was trying to
I just
learn
didn't know
because he
he
wanted to
was
go
doing
see
it.
I know, but he wouldn't. He made both of them, and wouldn't he?
He just wanted to
Is this your
nuzzle up
keyboard,
against the
Doc?
snake and maybe
It
taste
belongs
it.
over there.
He's
You gonna try and slip on it?
hoping he eats.
Oh man!
all right. We are picking up where we left off. You all
Dice out.
had fought some
Dice
more
bag.
stuff, and you are currently in one of the arboreums
It's
of
an arboretum again?
Citadel. It's the room with all the plants and stuff.
Oh, you mean a botanical garden?
And go ahead and introduce your characters.
Well, I'm Cobb and I'm playing the amazing Bilge, a turtle bard, entertainer.
I am playing Clinkus Clinkus. By the way, my name is Kate. And I'm playing the Juggernaut Warforged.
Alright.
And this is Daryl,
I'm the visitor.
Danny is not currently joining us. He may come in later. We don't know. Sean will no longer be joining us on Saturdays. And let's get into it. First off, as it is the night time, Clinkus, since you are in your powered down state of staring at a door, I'd like you to make a perception check.
What's that? 20?
Yeah.
20.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. That's a good
Nice.
start.
All right. Well, as you are sitting there staring at the door, you watch Orlok just walk out. He just walks out of the door.
Oh! I'm gonna go follow
All right, you slowly power back up, and you go open up the door, and he is nowhere in sight. He's gone.
him. Wow!
He's gone.
what a jib.
What the hell? I'm gonna go wake up Bilge. I'm like, Bilge!
All right, you nudge Bilge awake.
I barely cracked my shell.
Yo, Orlok just left.
I go back to sleep.
I'm just gonna stare at him for like a couple seconds. You can go back to the doorpost.
All right. You get your full 8 hours of sleep. You wake back up, and you're like, "Whoa, Orlok's gone."
And I don't think he's coming back.
I thought that was a dream.
Yeah, no, Orlok left.
Did he say why?
No, he just kind of walked out.
I'm surprised you rolled that well. I rolled a really good stealth check for Orlok. And I'm like, he's not going to see him after 20. Well, Orlok just walks out.
I think that makes it better that he just leaves. Just like, bye.
All right. And I'd like both of you to make another perception check.
Deception or perception?
Perception.
See if you can trick each
One.
other into
Natural one.
Yeah.
making
Natural 20.
I got a 1.
Yeah, got
You got
some
tired
metal
of
dice
looking.
there.
It's
We
like,
got for it for Christmas.
Nice.
I got a 20 then a 1.
well, you don't notice anything. You're just like,
Who's your mother?
and then Bilge, you are awoken. You're doing your little prayer to the mighty Bowser,
That's King Koopa.
the mighty King Koopa, and you hear not too far away, slightly off in the distance, you hear what sounds like a little goblin, like a cry, like an alerting cry. It's like, and then you hear,
Was this the one that was in the pit that was hurt? Was it coming from that direction?
that is way up.
Okay.
But you hear,
Well, I say, did you hear that?
I think that might be Orlok getting caught by the guards.
Come on, get your stuff. Let's go check it out.
Well, I already had my stuff, but okay.
I just kind of look at him.
I grab air.
Zonak gets up and he's like, all right, let's go.
So we go in the direction that the sound, and I will go first since I'm the one that heard.
As you leave the room and turn the corner, you see a figure standing there holding the corpse of a goblin. It's this humanoid cat-looking thing, and
This one will sound no alarm.
Ooh, I go, Gulp. Who are you?
Hello.
I'm Seeker.
Oh no! He pulls out the
You have a
character
figure?
sheet.
Yes.
Oh,
He pulls out the
because
character.
I have a cat guy in there.
Oh, I brought one. I don't know.
Okay.
That one.
Then there's also just a regular cat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So the little house cat comes around and tells this big goblin like an ant carrying a piece of bread.
This is actually a werewolf. But
I just want to see a little
It's a-
house.
animal.
I just want to see a house cat come over here. This one was raised on. Oh, what's your name? My name is Tinkle Bottoms, the most fearsome house cat of the land.
I'm Chairman Meow.
I think he's
Jim,
want to hit somebody. I think he's thinking the YouTube videos where everything is all the time like that. Well, so I look at you and I'm like, do you know him?
No? Do you know him?
No, but he killed a goblin.
Hey, Zonak, do you know him?
no.
I found myself in this dank place after falling through a crevice.
Well, wait, how did you get to the crevice? It's guarded by goblins still.
This one will bring no reinforcements.
Oh, okay.
I give Clinkus a look, and I'm like, he says things that make no sense. If you want to talk to somebody and not get frustrated, don't talk to Zonak and don't talk to Clinkus.
Oh,
You are not the normal dungeon dwellers. I thought perhaps together we could find our way out of this mess.
I guess.
I am the amazing Bill.
An impressive display.
And your name was what?
I'm Seeker.
Seek?
Like, you may call me Kathmandu
I like Seeker.
or Chairman Meow. I'm known by many names in other
Seeker.
circles.
Where is the
I like Captain Dude. That's
At your service. I'm wearing leather armor. I've got a thin sword and a dagger, a backpack on my back, fancy boots.
Are you thin of frame like a cat, or are
Yes.
you pudgy like me?
I'm a little more thin and tall, but I've got puffy hair, like a black face,
Do you look
With
like
gray.
an
Oh, black.
Yeah.
No.
Yellow.
You
Can't do that
can't do
anymore.
that.
yellow eyes,
Oh,
black face, gray tufts of hair sticking out from between armor here and there.
I I do a deep bow and I say, if you are in favor of, well, let me start over. We are here in service to the town. So we might not necessarily be trying to escape. We need to go somewhere.
I fell into this situation and do not know the way out.
Well, there is strength in numbers.
And also, you can probably get Orlok's cut since he walked out.
Yes, amazingly, apparently one of our, how do I say this, warrior types up and left without saying goodbye. A half-orc.
I thought him to be a chieftain or of some sort. I saw him leave in the night.
Yeah, he apparently his want to join us left in the middle of the night as well, and that's okay. If nobody wants to be here, then they shouldn't be here.
Well, if it pleases you, I would love to join your company.
That's great.
The town, am I aware of the town nearby that they're talking about, or do I think I know the town that they mean?
You've heard of it, but you have not been there. You've heard of Oakhurst, but you've not passed through.
Oh, do you mean the town of Oakhurst? Is that who you are helping?
Without looking at my notes, I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So,
So what's your special skills?
Oh, I can open locks easily. I can climb these walls with some grace. I can sway people's opinions sometimes in my own favor, or run a game of chance. Would you care to part with some coin?
I'm also good at games of chance. I pull out a deck of cards.
Well,
I go find a place to either sit down or on the floor, and I start tuning my instruments.
I'm going to challenge Seeker to a game of cards.
How does tuning a jaw harp sound?
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, no.
Alright, so you two are playing a game.
So that's, and when didn't we do it?
And
That's
what
whoever
sort of-
rolls highest.
what sort of cards have you got?
I just have a full deck of 52.
It's just a basic standard deck of cards.
I have a deck as well.
I like my deck. It's nice.
Alright, so
It has got me through many
May I?
battles.
Before you deal, may I inspect the cards?
Yes.
And I do. I give them the once over, and I slide them out, and I deftly do a flourish and a shuffle, and I hand it back.
Thank you.
alright, for this, you remember how it goes. Both of you will roll a d4, a d6, and then a d8. You will keep the numbers hidden from each other. And then
Roll them at the same time.
And don't I get to
You can
reroll
roll
one?
yes,
because I
since
have
you
a-
have proficiency in the gaming set, you are allowed to re-roll one of them. Do you have proficiency in a gaming set?
I don't see that on my list.
Then you don't. So you just roll all of them, add it up, and then you two figure who has the highest amount, and that person wins.
So a 4, a 6, and an 8.
Yes.
2, 4, 10.
12.
There you go.
You won that hand.
The large man made of wood, stone, and metal has beaten you in a card game.
Well played. Well played.
Thank
I
you.
say, why don't you play for something substantial?
Oh, well, I mean. we
Like
did.
your life. We were just warming up the cards. We've made no wager. What do you
Would you like to
I
suggest?
start playing, and I'm like, I think you should play for a punch in the arm.
I don't know. I think.
But pull it so you
Oh.
do no harm.
Oh, My punch is kind of turd.
One thing I will say about your proficiency thing is the one reroll you get, it's like you don't have to reroll it.
I
You
know.
can,
I know.
and whichever one you reroll, you have to take the second number.
Mhm.
So it's like if you get a 4. If you get a 3 on a d6, you're like, I could do better, but you roll it and you get a 1. That's what you're starting.
Yep. I
So-
get it. That's why I reroll 1. All right. So I'm gonna put down 5 gold pieces upon the ground or whatever, wherever we're playing.
Oh, very rich. You must be. I can see from your demeanor that you are a man of wealth and taste. Perhaps a little rich. I am a mere traveler, but I will wager your 5.
Just go with 2.
Oh, okay. 2. I take.
No reason to take the cat's meow right off the bat.
Okay, I'll bet 2. I'll wager 2.
Are you meeting his wager of 2?
2 it is then. Deal another hand.
All right. Do the same thing.
Can I use my sleight of hand action to re-roll a die or make some sort of?
Make a sleight of hand check. You make a perception check.
Nice.
That is
Oh, I might catch that
13.
with a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What is your
19.
19
Ooh.
total?
Close.
All right. You see him take, as he's pulling a card, you see him start to do a little kind of something with it.
What kind of move is that? I don't think I've ever seen someone draw a card like that.
What?
You seem to have been caught.
I've never seen anyone draw a card.
Oh, whirling from the top then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I drag my
So
regular
you
card.
do not get to re-roll 1 die. I'm going to re-roll. Add your totals.
Do I add anything?
Nope. Just the dice.
Okay. And that is 9.
I got 10.
Look at him go.
9.
You have 1 4 gold pieces.
Well, he won 2.
Well, 10.
Yeah, your total went up by 2. So there you go.
No, you have 95. And I don't have an eraser.
While I do enjoy gaming, I see that you've all recently risen. Is there a goal in mind? Shall we try to find some way out?
We are. And I walk over at that point.
Oh, here's one.
And I say, we are on our way to kill Belloc. He is a human who has taken control of the goblin tribe. And
Apparently he's selling special
So
apples.
you're helping the goblins?
yeah,
Liberating them from the human tyranny.
correct.
I'm all for it.
Oakhurst has a goblin problem, and we think Belloc is the cause of it.
Also, he apparently has a magic tree that has like special apples, and if we bring back some of those special apples, we'll get a bonus.
Very interesting indeed. I'm always in search of fancy items or
Also,
treasure.
if we kill Belloc,
We gotta bring some.
then the leader of the goblins will agree to a meeting to make peace with Eustriel, the queen of the kobolds.
My, you all have your hands in many, many affairs.
We've been down here a while.
I'm glad I stumbled upon you.
Now, I admit it will be the Orthok or whatever the fudge his name was, Orlok. He was very useful in combating. There's lots of things that want to kill us down here. We've encountered skeletons and goblins and kobolds and these fire snakes. What else? Those when they're like those
Skeletons.
giant rats and
Giant rats. Remember that big
I
bear
thought I
creature, the
smelled
bugbear
rat.
thing?
I didn't know what it was
I
called,
think it was like a bugbear.
but yeah, it was a large humanoid furry thing. Much like not your fur, just weird. I don't know how to describe it.
Did you see Mikey? He's trapped in a pit.
I did not see a Mikey.
He's a goblin.
His name's Mikey.
Yeah, remember we named him Mikey.
I don't remember naming anyone Mikey.
Well, Orlok named him, but we'll just call him.
Well.
I know.
Do you have Danny's character sheet anywhere?
Yeah, it's amongst
Call
the
him
ones
Danny.
that I
That's
just
my
set down to your left on the down.
Got a
Yeah,
nice V
it'll be
going
in that
on.
stack there. There I am. I want you to be Grumpy Cat.
I thought about it. I found this one. I liked it better.
So anyway, yeah, we have and we're also looking for any hostages. There's the man that ran the general store, the woman, Carolyn. She has a couple kids, Talcon and Sharwin. So
Weren't we just trying to find
we
their
would know
rings?
them by their signet rings.
Oh,
We're also just trying to find their rings.
And they might be dead. We hope not. But
Didn't the Goblin Chief have one of the rings on?
I don't remember it being that. If you remember, that's fine, but I don't.
I
So
think I remember. Because I tried to negotiate him.
anyway, we so far I have managed to negotiate peaceful travel down here between these two warring factions, so we can get to where we need to go.
But skeletons weren't.
you have many lofty goals.
But the skeletons
I will
weren't
do
really
my
up for it,
best to
man.
help you accomplish these.
So he had asked about your skills. You are
I am deft with my hands. I can open locks that some would rather not be opened. I can find things in the dark.
Can you see in the dark?
I can.
Oh, that's good because I can't.
I can see in the dark as well.
So that's why a lot of times I have a torch.
That's why I
So,
have night vision.
If that ruins your night vision, I'm sorry.
Well, if I can lead you by the hand in situations where the light would be giving of our location, then just stick close.
Okay. I can cast a couple spells, mostly just on myself. Zonak, he is a priest, and I don't want to say of what, but he seems to want to help us as well. So when he acts weird and does weird stuff, I try not to interfere.
He's a weird guy.
I have told him I don't want him. There was a situation where I made it clear I won't be a part of needless killing. So if that's something that you like to do, I hope you'll either try to hide it from me or
I've done despicable things, but I'm not a murderer.
okay. Well, Zonak and I had an issue with that. I said I'm not going to heal.
This is me.
I'm not going to cast any spells to help you or do any conspire you with my ring music if you're going to
Fine
just
instrument.
needlessly kill. I have a few. I have bagpipes. I have
My goodness.
I have a viola and a mouth harp.
I'm very good at punching things. That's my whole deal.
Yeah, so
I'm also able to notice things pretty well, and
we like him going to where it's dangerous first.
I'm also a very intimidating individual.
I can move silently in the darkness and be unseen.
I can move quite quickly.
That's gonna come in handy because it's all kinds of dark places down here.
I'm also pretty good at surviving out in the wilderness.
I'm very stout. I've not seen one constructed quite like you.
I don't know about you either. man.
Also, I don't have to breathe
Weird
or
creature.
eat.
I
Or
am
drink.
from Mountain Tree. I came to these parts in search of the legacy of the lost tribe from Mountain Tree, and well, searching for clues has led me here.
Have I heard of Mountain Tree?
Make a history check.
Die! Oh,
7
die.
plus 1 is 8.
No.
Probably not. Mountain Tree, was that the place that my show was left on?
Here, I'll take a history check. Just
Sure.
Maybe I've been there in my several hundred years of travel. So 17.
You've heard of the Mountain Tree tribe.
You know, I think I've heard of that tribe.
but
I don't know a lot about it though.
There's a land far to the north.
I've been around a lot of places. I think I've been around at least over a couple hundred years or something like that.
Oh. You must be skilled to live so long.
I don't really slow down. At least not that I've noticed.
Well, let us, if you're ready to go, I'm ready to continue on with our adventure.
I'm ready.
Let us
So
seek
I
out
I
these-
view the surroundings, and since we don't have a map here, I look for the way we haven't gone yet.
The way you have not gone yet,
And there should be, there's plenty of markers right on your left.
I see.
right on your left.
Ah!
There was
Ah!
the in the northernmost arboretum. You had broken down the walls to
I did.
discover concealed stairways.
That's right.
So you just see a
yeah.
bunch of shattered walls.
So apparently you joined us just in time to go to the lower, more dangerous areas, I'm sure.
The staircases actually lead up.
Up that way, it's way more dangerous.
That is good. Up is where I
The
came
downside, which led to a long hallway
There
with
we
two
go.
doors.
I knew I had one somewhere. This isn't perfect, but it's still a cat person. So if you want to use it, you may.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can notice what.
Cool.
So he has a dagger, right? That's his weapon.
You can see a dagger on him, yes,
And
as
a
well as a
sword.
rapier.
And if you
Kind of what?
plan on continuing,
I do have a
can-
bow over my back.
All
I
right.
have a giant warhammer, and I have a maul, and and some spears, several spears out of my back, and some javelins.
All right, so-
Awesome. You're set.
Very
There's
good.
the very long hallway
And a
that
dagger
you had
that I
discovered with two doors on the eastern side, but you did not open either of them.
Let's go check that out.
Allow me.
Okay, I shall go.
I don't go first. I like to stay in the back and watch to make sure we're not getting snuck up on. That's kind of
Okay.
I like to hang out in the back. I also don't like to rush in and fight. I like to hang back, and then if I see an opening, go forward, because I'm not super good at that.
Hey, but
I
he's good at
respect your
singing.
tactics. We should all play to our strengths.
I'm good.
Let me check this door,
Oh, okay.
and I will check it, see if it's trapped.
Do you guys go to the? There's two doors on the eastern wall. There's one more to the north, one to the south.
Northern.
All right. You go up to the northern door. Go ahead and make an investigation check on the door.
A 10 plus 4 is 14.
This door appears to be locked, but no trap. No traps.
Let's see.
You need a
here.
marching order or anything?
Once you guys get the door open,
I
then
reach
I'll draw the
in.
room and you
Okay.
can say where
'cause
you
I-
are.
just for the record,
I've
I'm
got,
not
like, an
anywhere
idea.
where I can get in anyone's way.
I've got an idea. It's like
Watch him.
him on the door, him right next to him,
And it's
then
dark,
your own act.
Or is this where there was like that luminescent jam?
Throughout
going
this, in this particular hallway, it is it's dark, but there are a few torches lighting here and there, so
Okay.
it's not
on? Would it
full light.
Would it be too much of a stretch to say anytime we go someplace where I can't see, I light a torch?
No.
Okay, let me just make that the default, and then if that gives away our position, then fine. But I need to be able to see.
I
If
can,
you
I
ever-
can pick you up and carry you so you don't trip on anything.
If you're hanging back anyway, we're going to be ahead, maybe out of the torchlight.
If you ever specifically
Which I'm
want to
hoping.
not have a torch,
I have to
then
tell
just
you.
say that.
So I'm going to roll here to pick the locks. I pull my tools out.
Make a thieves' tools check.
Should we try the doorknob first?
8 plus 8 is 16.
You have your lockpick in there. You and you can feel you're trying to turn it, but you pull it out just fast enough before you feel like your lockpick would have broken.
Ooh, ooh,
It is a
little strain
pretty
on
strong
there.
lock.
I'm going to try to turn the doorknob to see if it's unlocked first. Okay, it's not unlocked.
Yes, I am aware that the door is locked.
Well, you didn't try the
Without
doorknob?
turning around,
And that
I
is why
chuckle under my breath when I
I
hear
am
him.
using these tools.
And
that
I'm
are
like
made
counting to myself.
unlock such locks.
Yeah.
20. He's at 20 now. Pretty soon he'll be at 10. And then at one point it's gonna be that's all I'm thinking to myself is I can't wait to see him pop up and get on pissed. This is gonna be great.
I just wanted to try the doorknob, man.
Wait, no.
Now, how does that work? Can I not attempt to unlock this
You
again?
can try again. It took you like a couple of minutes to try and get that positioning, and it just didn't work. So you're like, let me restart. So you
Okay.
can go ahead and make another check.
Let me try this again. Now a 24 might have a better effect. 26.
You get in there. You feel it. Unlock.
Ah, there we go. And I replace my tools. And I slowly open the door.
Dang, I didn't even have to smash the door open this time.
Let me.
Well, save your fist for the beast that comes charging out.
I suppose.
Yeah. Where isn't it in this game when you take a long rest, you recover all your hit points?
Yes. Because 5th edition likes things to be easy.
D&D Light.
Yeah, there you go.
I like 5th edition because the rules are so obviously set up to be easier.
Yeah, it's easier.
And
It makes
I'm
for
okay with
quicker
that.
gameplay, I think.
I personally like all the extra options and the way I do it. But
It adds more depth to the characters and the
like in this, if
stories
you roll a 20, you don't, there's no
and
called
extra
shots.
things.
Basically.
It's just double damage.
Yeah.
Double damage is good.
Yeah, I don't know. Call shots can get irritating after a while, though, definitely. It's like, dang it, you can't just.
Yeah, getting the minuses.
But I still do lost a lot. I like any kind of D&D because it's fun.
It is.
Eventually, we're gonna try. Eventually, you're just gonna try 1st edition and we're all gonna be like, what is going on?
First edition is very close to second, so that wouldn't be that much of a stretch.
You open the door.
We'll try.
I don't.
You open the door.
I do.
A layer of soil covers the floor. Rough wooden shelves filled with a scattering of tomes and scrolls line the north and east walls,
Ooh.
and a rough-hewn desk stands in the center of the chamber. Fungus on the ceiling provides light, apparently in sufficient quantity to nourish several small bushes and pale saplings that grow in the soil.
Come on.
So this room is now illuminated by the same like lavender fungus that you saw before.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go touch the books.
And
If you even move towards those, I'm like, stop.
What?
There's magic in
This
here.
might be something that I can use, and I don't want you contaminating.
just quick reference: bookshelves, table, chair.
I will
Unless you're hiding some
I walk
magical
to the
abilities.
table.
I don't know. I just like to look.
and I view. I don't touch
Okay,
anything. I
promise
look
me
at the table.
you won't touch.
I won't touch.
Wizard, perhaps you should look here.
Where do
You honor me with such
I
a
was speaking
name.
to him.
Big.
Where do you go?
And I turn around sheepishly. Then I play a sad little. Where would I like to go? I'd like to hang in the doorway until I see that everything. I just grab the roof. No, I stay there and I wait for whatever's going to jump out at the other people to do that, and then I will come in.
I hang up the noose and I just start hanging around.
I inflict wounds.
So
No offense, Bilge. I'm sure your mastery of the magical arts are impressive.
Actually, they're not.
he kind of goes over here, starts looking at books. You're here. You said you were looking at the table.
Yes.
Where do you go?
I don't know. I'm just gonna stand around and think about life.
He was going to touch books.
Yeah, but then he told me not to.
All right. So you said that you were You were looking at the desk.
I am.
All right.
Not touching anything, just looking at what's on there.
On the table, you see one large book, and it has It has some sort of script on it. What languages do you speak?
I can read Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, and Halfling.
You do not know what this says.
Or if it's written in the Cant of My Brethren, I can read that as well.
You have no idea what this says.
This book here is in some unfamiliar language,
Yeah.
perhaps Goblin.
Maybe I can look at it. I don't know.
You go over to the book.
Yeah.
What languages do you speak?
Well, I speak Common, Elven, and Dwarvish.
You have no idea what this says.
Oh,
Those are all
I
languages I
will-
just listed.
I will say.
I know, but I'm still gonna be like, I wonder if I can do it.
I'll walk
Yeah.
in between them and go, Spread out.
And I make room.
And then I will look at the book because since this whole place has had something to do with dragons, I'm going to guess it's Draconic.
It is.
And then I go, up there, down.
Mark, can you read it?
And I do that wiggle again.
The cover.
Give it up for Bill.
Well, can you read it? So?
The cover of the book in Draconic says,
I say this out loud. It says,
"Treasures of the Fire Lords."
Oh.
Oh, where is the treasure? What is it on fire?
can you detect traps on the book?
Let me look
Before
more
I-
closely, and I will proceed to use my hands and look around, and with my knowledge of traps,
Make an investigation check on the book.
an 8.
Total.
Yes.
You're looking at it and you're like, yep, that's a book. This is not trapped.
There's no traps connected to this.
Okay,
I
then.
think you'd see.
It simply lays on the desk.
I grab it.
All right. You do so.
And then I open it up.
All right. You flip open the cover, flip open the first page, and the paper is just blank on that first page.
Oh. I wonder if it's written in some type of
What about
magical
page 2?
script, which I can detect if something is magical, but I'm not sure. If anyone cares, I would like to keep this, and then I will be able to identify it whenever we take a short rest.
Is there only one page in that book? Why don't you just try flipping over to page
I'm guessing
2?
it's a thick book, but
There are
as
many
I start
pages.
going through them, they're empty.
The first page is empty, and then you flip the second one, and
Uh-oh, a trap.
Ah, see, I told you. I'm
That's
like,
okay. He said it wasn't trapped. I'm like, oh, good.
I'm like, look, flip the page, baby.
And my big turtle mouth goes.
all right.
Also in your
So
neck.
everyone in this entire circle, which is all of you,
Save.
you all need to make
I'm
a
gonna-
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity save. Where's that? There it is. Oh, all right. Oh, 8.
7.
18 plus 2.
You want me
It's a
to roll
dirty
for-
20.
I'll
Crinkle.
roll for Zoner.
Romac.
I'm going to roll for Warlock.
Why, he's already fallen in the well, and Lassie's going to find somebody.
All right.
Lassie, help!
Like, he was disgusted. He's like,
Goblin King's like, what's that? What's that?
Yeah.
That's Warlock's falling down a well.
what are you saying, little Lassie? Yeah. You want to be eaten? Here, jump in my stew. Woo! Yes. I just want to give you a shampoo. Oh. You always put the dog in foot first. That way you can see its expression.
Well, you think that it would run away whenever it hears path. Like, I just want to give you that. Oh, dang it.
Dice.
There's a cat in the pot. You want to go get it? I was playing Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Hey.
One way a guy took out
That's great.
a dog. He just made it play fetch with a grenade. That's pretty bad. However, it was a robot dog, so it was even weirder. I have no idea what I'm saying.
All right. So you succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
None of the rest of you did. So Seeker, Bilge, and Zonak all take 19 points of cold
I'm out.
damage.
So what do I do? Do I just sit there and like, oh, what happened to you guys?
You probably take half.
You take only 10 points of cold damage.
Oh, Bill, what the heck happened?
And Zonak also.
Oh, I'm gonna go and pick up Bilge and then pick up Zonak and walk out the room with them like ice sculptures. So I'm gonna take these guys out of here and try to maybe
He's frozen as well.
get them warmed up.
Who are you talking to?
Then I'll come back and get.
I'm not
Oh,
frozen
okay. I thought
solid,
you were.
right?
Are you? How many hit did it bring you to 0
No.
points?
Oh, okay.
No.
But I'm frosted.
Yeah, you're cold and you're like, ah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go and going to grab Seeker and like.
I'm actually glad for that. Like, oh,
You
well,
two, you can walk.
I look to see what else is on the desk.
What is the
Nothing.
And then I'm
Really?
gonna
Just that book.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go and try and like warm them up or something. I'm gonna like take a torch and light it up and.
You're gonna burn their unconscious.
No, I'm gonna hold the
bodies.
torch close to like. I'm just gonna like wave the torch over them in order to warm them up. You know, because heat
Okay.
gives off. Fire gives off heat.
All right. The frost on them slowly starts to melt. That doesn't change the fact that they are unconscious.
And then I put that out, and then I'm.
We must wait here and let them sleep it off.
I guess.
You're just gonna let them. You're just gonna take their unconscious bodies at 0 hit points
They're not bleeding,
and
are
just
they?
sit there.
They're not bleeding, are they?
No, but
They'll be fine.
they were frozen solid temporarily.
I'm guessing you don't understand how this works. right?
No, I don't understand how to get them up from this.
Heal them.
Okay,
all.
so
I'm not a healer
What-
at all.
well, and if you had a player's handbook, you would know this, which none of us do. But when you're at 0 or less, as far as I know, each round that we're like that, we have to make a death saving throw. So if we roll a 1, that's 2 fails. After 3 fails, you're dead. If I roll a 20, then I'm automatically have 1 hit point and I'm awake. But other than that, you need to make 3 in a row to stabilize. Okay. So what you can do as another character is you can perform a medicine check, I think,
Wait, I'm
to
gonna
at
check.
least
I want to check.
to at least keep us from having to make death saving throws, unless I have that wrong.
What about a healing potion?
I don't know what it actually says, but that's kind of what I get off of watching Critical Role.
What about a healing potion?
Well, on Critical Role, they let you feed unconscious people healing potions. That's up to him if that works
You
or
can.
not.
All right, I'm gonna check builds for that healing potion because I remember he picked one up.
Do you have a healing potion?
I do.
Then you find a healing potion on him.
Can I try to like ration it to where half goes to build and half goes to
It is a
something?
single dose.
I don't know. What should I?
I am no healer.
There
I
you
know
go.
nothing of these arts.
Well, since it's Bill's,
I will-
Bill's potion, I'm gonna give it to Bill.
You are fully
There you
aware
go.
that Zonak has healing spells.
I will.
Oh right.
I will lay next to the robed Zonak and try to warm him with my body.
With
See if I can
his
bring him
body.
out of his stupor.
Actually, no, you know, I think I remember Zonak was able to like do a little hand gesture, and all of a sudden people feel better. I think they call it like healing magics and all that.
Ah,
So what if we heal him? I think if we heal him, then he could heal Bill.
if he is a priest of the healing arts, then I think you are on the right track, friend. You are smart.
Thank you.
That would be wise.
Feed the potion to Zonak.
All right. Roll 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 4.
I hope that he favors your turtle
2d4
friend.
plus 2.
4. 9. 4. So 10.
We're gonna take your potion and heal him.
We're gonna take your potion and heal me.
I'm out. There's nothing I can do about
I
it.
don't have a pencil.
Oh,
Here, have a
man.
pencil.
How unprepared can one
It's
be?
a test.
Hey, man.
The testing pencil.
All right. So
Take your test. No talking.
Testy.
Zonak kind of. What the hell?
Easy, friend. You were frozen.
What happened?
You might want to go heal Bill. He's kind of out cold over there.
No. Okay. He gets up, kind of doing that, and he goes over to Bilge, and he whispers something. He's like, yes. And he casts Cure Wounds on you. Now I have to remember how much Cure Wounds does.
No.
I think it's just a D8 plus his spell modifier.
Right.
I was thinking that as well. Could be a D6.
Everything I learned about 5th edition, I learned on Critical Role.
Isn't that fun?
You watch Critical Role too much.
Good thing I'm
Well, it's on once a week.
Well, I know. It's just like-
I was.
Have you watched
enjoying
every
Titan's
episode, right?
Grave, but I haven't. As far as I know, they didn't do a second season yet.
No.
You heal up to 9 hit points,
I'll take it.
and you awaken. very cold. You don't really understand what happened.
Breathe
All you know
deep,
is
friend.
you were like, first page, oh, it's blank. Second page,
Take it slow.
and the book is still in your grasp.
Oh, I'm gonna go and like get the book out of his hand and then close it, but not read. I don't read it. No,
Okay.
or whatever. Call it.
There may be still things in there to use that might have been just the trap now that it's set off.
Yeah, but I closed it so that way it doesn't like maybe it's reading based,
Bring it.
and then I give it to him. I just wanted to.
Never mess with magical books unless you know what you do.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but
I
don't
open
wanna
it up.
hear him. Maybe it could like
And
go
this
off
time-
again. Oh. We don't have another healing potion.
I
Don't
go
open that
out
page.
of the out of the room.
Okay.
We were out of the room.
Oh, okay. Then I stay where they're not, wherever that is.
All right. Well, they're all
Okay.
out here in the
And
hallway.
now I
You
go ahead and
"Cuckoo."
open it again.
All right. Open it.
I
First
use
page, blank.
Safety
Go to the second
procedures
page,
to
you
get
can
out
now
of the
see-
affected area.
There are
Then
some
try to resuscitate
magical
him.
glyphs on the page that have burnt and are no longer
Okay.
effective.
How
And
about
you
the next page?
flip through the rest of the pages. Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing as far as boom or nothing as
nothing.
useful.
It's
Blank pages.
blank.
I thought there was no traps in this thing. I think that's
So did I, friend.
And we're at 19.
Perhaps you can use it to keep a journal
That's
of your
true.
great adventure.
That's very true. And I'll stow it.
You do notice that the blast from that the glyph of warding did not damage anything else in the entire room.
Oh, well
Everything
then
else is fine. It
I'll
only
go ahead and
affected
start
you.
looking through all the other books and scrolls.
Make a perception check.
I will keep an eye in the darkness to make sure nobody creeps up to the room.
I say, Zonak, assist me with searching through all of these, please.
I will also keep
so
watch.
you have advantage.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to investigate the room to see if there's anything else hidden in here.
Investigation or perception?
Perception.
Okay.
Good idea.
That was terrible.
Roll
That was
investigation
better.
to check around the entire room, see if there's anything hidden.
Perception.
16.
You got 16. All right. You go over to the bookshelves and you're looking through it, and you discover two different spell scrolls.
16.
Just a second.
I will.
And then you also find this book that it has ornate little depictions of leaves and flowers and branches.
This
but-
is another book.
Yes,
Okay.
but also hidden within it, there's like little skulls throughout, and you kind of gather this is a druidic. This is a tome of kind of the druidic theories on the cycle of life and death. And you flip through a couple pages, nothing explodes. It appears to just be a tome of knowledge.
Nothing explodes.
And then you
Mhm.
go over to the desk and you notice that underneath it, there's a little cubby hole that you pull out, and you find a couple of gold pouches and 4 gems.
All right. How many gold pieces are there? I don't know.
You go through it and count it. There are 365 gold pieces.
Write all that down.
Well, Zonak had all the money counting. Because he was going to divide
I'll
it
come
up
into the room. If you need someone to carry it, I have space here.
Okay. Well, I remember Zonak was when he was carrying all the stuff like all the money we found here. So.
Yeah, but there's no
This
way
is
he
what
can
the
carry
gem
as much
stuff
as
look
you.
like. that you
Um,
found.
Oh.
May
so-
I search
That's the gems that you found.
the room for secret doors?
All right, I'm gonna hand them
Make an
over
investigation.
Did
to.
you write down what you found?
All right, how many gold pieces were there again?
365 gold pieces
Yeah, I'm not rolling very
and
well.
4 gems.
I got an 8 on my investigation.
Well, it's good to see you're consistent.
You don't find any doors, but you don't find any secret doors, but you do find this
Oh,
regular door right there.
Hey, look.
What?
So-
I look.
Shall
It's a door.
we
It's right there.
move through to the next room?
Oh.
I'll be sure to we're gonna divide all the gold we find here up and equally.
So are you carrying what you found?
Yeah.
Did you write it down?
Yeah.
All right. I will check this door for traps.
Make an investigation check.
17.
This door is neither locked nor trapped.
And here we go.
I will open the door.
Okay.
Let him
I bow.
bear the brunt of
Yes.
the defenses.
As I said, we must play to our strengths.
I open the door.
You open the door. It opens. And within it, twigs and roots are piled on the floor of this sagging chamber. The collapsed southern wall opens into a vast cavern. Luminescent fungus on the rough walls and the high roof loom over a twilight grove of sickly briars, bushes, saplings, and other woody plants. Ruined walls and hollow towers protrude from the briars.
My, an ancient civilization.
You know there's something that lives here.
Well,
Be on guard.
But yeah, but we've been finding things that are within here, so.
Is there a...
I'd also like you all to make perception checks.
Yes.
17.
All right.
20.
I make sure to save up all my
Dirty
luck.
20.
21.
21. A dirty 21.
21?
Not a natural 21.
Not a natural 21.
Wait,
no.
that's a 16, so it's 20.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I thought you were like,
19.
no, wait,
I'm
16.
sorry. I thought it was an 18.
come on,
I
man.
thought it was an 18.
Hey,
It's a
he's fitting
16.
right in. That's what they do on Critical all the time.
Dude.
What's 8 plus 7?
Like 17 or so.
12.
One
no.
team.
All of you, as you're looking throughout this area,
Oh.
you can see,
Mm.
like not too far ahead of you, there are 4 goblins that are just kind of moseying about. They do not seem to see you. Far off in the distance, you can see what appears to be the blackened top of a tree. And between the goblins and this tree, you can see every now and then, it looks like the little saplings in the ground get up, move somewhere, and then go back down.
Oh, right, the living tree thing. Remember that?
Ooh.
I'd like you all to make some stealth checks.
Allow me.
Oh, 13.
Total of 15.
13, 15.
Hey, Daryl, did you ever see the dice I got for?
Yeah, he did. He commented on.
Now it's at 18.
That is 16. So
16?
it is 24.
All right.
Nice.
24,
16.
16, 13. Zonet got a 4.
Well,
But with the rest of you being rather quiet, you hear him take a step and go with his usual ching of his chainmail, and you and stop him, and he's like,
I like how he's
you
always the
said
most.
most 4.
He's like
yes.
the most stickler for stealth, but he's always the least stealthy. It's so funny.
The goblins don't seem to notice you.
I could slip up on them and attempt to take them out quietly.
I look at the treetop and I think to myself,
I don't know.
is that a tree that I should know what that is?
Make an intelligence check.
Like, is it? It's not the tree that gives off the fruit. There's no way for me to know that, is there?
Make an intelligence check.
Some trees do have.
Intelligence, a 5.
That's a treat.
Is there a trail, a path, or a clear way to get down to where the goblins are?
I'm not sure if we really need to go fight them.
Hey, is that the tree?
I don't think so. You want to go and try and catch it? Maybe see?
No, that big tree with the dark top. Isn't that the tree that?
Oh, that one. Are you sure it's not a dead tree?
I'm not sure. No.
Well, we could go and check it out.
Yeah, but if we get closer, we're gonna have to fight those goblins.
Are the goblins leaving or are they coming towards?
They're just kind of
This
moseying around.
has got to be Belloc's lair.
Well, yeah, but you think that
It doesn't
Belloc-
got to be, but I think it is.
I thought you think Belloc would be like
Which
with
means
this
there's
tree.
a wizard afoot.
If I know bad guys, they always stand around their most prized possession.
And how do you know this?
Because
Well,
every single villain does it.
How many villains have you dealt with, Clinkus?
I don't know. A lot of pickpockets, though. They always seem to keep their stuff behind them.
You can see that this room you're in opens up into this enormous cavern. It's all solid, straight ground. There's no up and down.
Also, books like to
Okay.
do it too.
But there are various like crumbling walls and towers.
where are the goblins? And
The goblins are about.
Also, I played this game with these dudes in a
Oh,
tavern. It was
God.
called Dragons and
You can
Dungeons.
set that over there if you need to.
Do you think there was ever a point in D&D history where there was some people in a tavern playing Dragons and Dungeons?
perhaps.
That would be great.
How many goblins do you need?
4.
Yeah, Henry's doing
What are you looking at?
the glove.
The distance.
It's my glove.
They're
Everybody loves the glove.
It's because it's a glove. And it's metal. Also, it's big enough where you can, like, just ball your hand up and
That's so great.
smack someone 4 times in a row. It's like a flail now.
Bagpipe, pan flute, viola,
they're about
jaws.
there.
That's it.
And they're just kind of
So that's close.
Moseying
Is it
about.
each square 5 foot?
Oh, why are
Damn!
you,
How are they not seeing us?
How are you using
They're just
old
not
mud
paying
glove,
attention.
man? How dare you?
Are they? Do they look like they're armed?
yes,
And do
They're
they
looking
look
the
like they're
other
on
way,
patrol?
Apparently.
yes.
Look at him. He's using
But they're
old time
goblins.
glove.
And we don't see what's. Is there
Up ahead.
all
about-
open? Is this open except for the one tree by itself?
It's
There's a lot of
What's keeping us
saplings.
from looking at the bottom of the big tree? I guess.
walls and crumbling walls and towers and such.
It's a big cavern with an ancient, crumbling civilization.
Okay,
Bill,
so
This
Bill,
is just
you should
about
do a
what I
talk.
could draw.
I am going to suggest that we attack them.
Yeah,
What
I
if you-
can-
what
I
if you
can
talk to
take
them?
a couple of them out stealthily before
I
we
would love to not see that.
stay back.
Okay, so I stay back.
Well, wait, hang on.
About
What if we
this.
tried to charm them or something? That'd be cool. Like saying maybe they're not with Belloc. If maybe they're with the chieftain upstairs.
They wouldn't be down here.
I guess that makes sense. Okay.
About in
Go
this area is where you see the little like saplings go up and move around, and then
Now, there
past
was
that-
where we saw the little saplings was the Goblin King had one of those next to him.
Yeah.
and then down here ish, far into the cavern, you see the top of the tree.
I'm going to attempt to sneak up behind that closest one and slice his throat.
Now, as you get ready to leave, I say, I can change myself to look like a goblin and try to find out just for sure if they're here for Belloc or not. Although I don't speak goblin, but all the goblins here have been speaking common. Would you be give me a chance?
I've got my dagger in my hand and I'm all crunched over, getting ready to creep. If that is your preferred method.
Okay, let me try that first. But in the meantime, you can sneak off while I'm. You can use that as a distraction.
Yeah.
And get in position, and then if
Yes.
you see them attack me, then please
I-
sneak them in the jam.
I will do so.
Okay. So
And
then
then
I
I'll-
look at you and I say, "Do what you do best if you see me getting attacked."
I'll jump
But hang
out
back.
and surprise them.
Yeah, hang back here. I think you can cover that. So I cast Change Self. I make myself look like a goblin, and I don't. My weapons are not part of the illusion,
Right.
Or the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Changes your.
All right.
your-
So I go forward.
You in goblin form start.
As he does, I'm going to go that way to my left. Yes, and kind of slink in the shadows and prepare.
You two just kind of sit back.
I will have my bow at the ready.
All right. This one goblin notices you walking up, and he starts walking over.
Okay. And I say, just checking in. What's everything like here right now?
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Now, do I do it with advantage because of the spell? You can say no. I'm
the
just
deception
wondering.
check is trying to play off that you are a goblin. So no.
You don't smell nearly as bad as the rest of us.
Okay.
He does not have the
21.
fish.
21. All right. He seems to not be off put, but he says,
He seems green enough to be
Well, we're keeping the twin blights in their place. We haven't had to call on their help yet. No one's been down here in a while, as usual. The wizard is doing what he normally does, tending to the tree. Not much happening.
I say, I have managed to capture 2 intruders, and I think Lord Belloc would like to see them. So, just to make sure, would you like to run off and see if that's okay? Or would you rather just let us pass and I will take them in myself?
he turns around and he starts yelling to these two. He's like,
Go talk to the wizard. Who are you? What's your name?
I am Orlok.
Oh, okay. You must be new. You too. Orlok here said he found some intruders. Go ask the wizard if he wants to do the thing he did to the others to them.
and they go,
Bye.
I don't remember how
And
long
they-
the spell lasts.
disguise
I'm
self.
going to guess it's a minute,
I think
but I don't
disguise
remember.
self is an hour.
Oh, that'd be cool. And it's not, is it concentration or not?
I'm gonna.
I guess I could go get my laptop so I can pull all that up.
Yeah, but you're lazy, so you don't really want to do
Can't understand a word you're saying.
it. You're lazy,
Self.
so you won't do it.
It lasts for an hour. It is not
Oh,
concentration.
cool. Perfect. All right. So at that, I look at the one there and I say, hold on.
Those two.
You wait here while I go get the prisoners.
All
And
right.
I go back to Zonak and Clinkus.
Oh, Hannibal, no.
And I say, well, you saw me change before.
Yeah.
I say, you all are my prisoners. Keep your weapons. Well, you guys don't really. Do you? You
I have 3 spears.
Okay, just
right
keep
on
them-
my back.
keep them back there.
I also have my hammer and probably my
Keep your hands down until you think we might need to beat them
I
up.
guess
But-
I'll be like.
so
slinging over
march
my
'em-
back.
I
You're
march
sitting
him-
corner.
I march them forward and I say, "Here are my prisoners."
You bring them over. He turns around. He's like, "Oh, good job!" And he sees him. He's like, "Oh, what?"
Sees who?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "What?"
Hello.
Shh, quiet you, and I
Ah.
lightly on his chest.
It's kind of a. It's kind of
Sure, why not? I'm not good at this. My-
Ah!
With
Cut it
your,
out.
with your disguised shortened form and his really tall, you feel your hand touch him and you feel his hand touch you, but the little goblin arm just kind of goes, and completely misses.
Okay.
But he's like, "Wow, wow, what is that thing?"
Quiet.
Oh.
Right now, he is under my control.
Hmm.
Loud noises may set him off.
Oh, you're one of the magic ones. Okay.
Shaman.
Oh,
Okay.
this one tight.
And so I wait patiently.
this will be back in a moment. Give him some time. And a couple of minutes pass, and these two are like, and they come up, and this one steps forward. He's like, the wizard says you can bring him forward, or you can just kill him right now. He doesn't really care. And one goes, let's just kill him. So they all.
Well, I say, hold on then. I will be the one to do the killing blow.
Oh.
And I turn my back to the one behind me. And I look at those two and I go.
At that point,
I lose my arrow.
And I go ahead and
Go
let
ahead.
me know when to roll initiative.
This will be
and then
initiative.
Okay.
You'll have a surprise.
I guess.
round.
Wait,
That's fine.
Does it take a turn to draw my weapon again since I had my dagger put away? I don't know.
So the
It's
surprise
like a free
round.
action.
The surprise round. Then I guess we're rolling initiative.
Roll initiative.
So I got a 14.
Whatever you roll at.
15.
7.
Hold on.
You want me to roll for Zonak?
Yeah.
I'll let him have his own dice.
Warlock. That's like that one intruder that got in here.
Okay. I don't know what his initiative modifier is, but he rolled an 11.
He has a +1.
So he's at 12.
All right. The goblins rolled that. So, what'd you all get?
14,
14,
15.
15,
7.
7.
and then 12 for Zonak.
All right.
Oh, look at this guy. He's got a whiteboard.
What'd you get?
14,
14, 15, 7, 11.
12.
12.
I think I'm going last, unless the goblins.
For
get
12
one.
knack.
Man, this plan really went well. Let's just kill him.
That's okay. It's worth a shot.
I could have just jumped out and intimidated them.
All
or
right.
something.
First up in the surprise round is Seeker. You loose your arrow at which one?
The one standing right behind him.
So him.
Yeah, he's not engaged in melee, right? That's right. I don't want to hit my buddy.
Well, this is. Well, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
In 5th edition, and this is
D&D light, brother. Just fire right in there.
He has no idea that you're there, so you have advantage.
The only point would be want to do a cold shot.
12
if you're in a monster.
would be my better roll. To hit is +6, so 18.
That hits.
Excellent.
Does he get sneak attack?
He does.
Nice.
That is 7 points with my thing, plus the sneak attack. I get to add 2d6.
Yep.
1, an additional 2.
All right, so that's
9.
9.
Mhm.
All right.
9.
You and Zonak are watching as Bilge goes, "Nee," and an arrow just comes out of nowhere and
Oh, dang.
hits that guy right in the head. He's down. And is there anything else that you want to do with your movement or bonus action or anything?
I will use my bonus action. Let's see here. To
My favorite
And
action.
so he gets 1 arrow per attack?
Yeah.
Is it warriors that get more than 1? Is that how that works?
Fighters and other classes eventually get additional attacks.
Okay.
per turn.
I will move with stealth as I put away my bow
All right.
and draw my dagger. I'm going to move over toward that other goblin, trying to stay hidden.
All right. Make you'll have to use your bonus action to make another stealth check. Yeah. Use the hide action to make another stealth check.
That is, I'll learn this from here in a second. That is a 20, dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. This goblin is kind of just like, oh, what's going on? He doesn't even know.
Cool.
Bilge is up
All right.
next.
So,
You know, you probably could keep up the attic. Like, what?
yes, but Do I see him?
No.
Okay, so I don't know that. So I'm going to run over and try to belly smash the one that he's snuck up on.
Alright. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Well, I only get 25 foot.
You're like 30 here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can
Okay, so that's what I do.
All right.
That's what I try to do.
Make a melee attack.
Okay. I miss. I rolled a 6.
Goes
That
into
does
the
miss.
Okay.
You go running at him, and you kind of trip up, and like, boop, 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 and then you stop in front of him, like, boop, like this little goblin.
And
is running at him like
I say, oh my goodness. Am I still in my goblin form?
Make a deception check.
Okay. It is a 15.
Right. You say that, and he's like, yeah, I know what's good.
And for that, I end my turn.
All right. Next up brings us to Zonak. What can Zonak do? I can throw that on the floor. That works. I can still see it, so it works.
I can still see.
That's all that matters.
That's great.
You raise it with your foot.
I like how me and Zonak are just still standing there. Like, that's great.
But it's like, oh, hey, we're attacking him. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Man, you think he uses little poisons?
He's going to grab his mace and swing at that one. That is a 19, so that hits.
Nice.
He makes a flamethrower out of it. Gets some axe deodorant.
And he rolls just enough to.
That was a spell.
Nice.
Part.
You see him run up, bring his mace up, and just the goblin onto the floor. Looks like the goblin might stay there on the floor for quite a while. That brings us to Kalinkus.
Smash the one next to Zonak.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Just a war machine just this one gets crushed like in Terminator. Well, that's a 1.
No.
All right. You.
Natural
you're-
Yeah.
You're running up at this other goblin. You got your maul in the air, and you somehow trip on this other little goblin's corpse,
Instead of doing the Terminator.
and
thing,
you slam to the ground and slide right in front of that little goblin. That brings us to the top of the round, which is the goblins.
Well, that was a surprise round, right? So now
Yes.
they need to roll initiative.
Well, they roll initiative at the same
I
time as
see.
you,
They're-
but they just
they're,
don't get to go in that round.
They're
But they are
conditioned.
First.
What?
So
Nah.
this one sees you fall on the ground. He's like, yeah. So he's going to attack you with advantage.
He's prone to doing that.
Oh,
That will be a 14 to
put
hit.
your finger in here.
What?
14 to hit.
14 to hit.
What's your armor class?
Armor class is 17.
14. Right.
No.
So you're laying there on the ground. He's like, eh, and just goes, bink. Off some stone. He's like, ah.
He like stabs him and goes, aha!
You guys hear him yell, no flesh. Then this goblin
He hits
has
my
no
hand.
idea that you're even there next to him. He just sees you. So he's like, he thinks you're a goblin. So he's like, oh, I know what to do. And
Blow myself up!
you hear him yell out something in a language you don't understand. He just goes, and
Man, he's.
Well
You
said.
talk to your mother like that?
All of a sudden, the goblin mom went up.
Well said.
Goblin Jones, how dare you? Go to your room.
he says to you in a language you don't understand something. He's like,
Mhm.
you don't know.
I nod like I acknowledge it.
Seeker, your turn.
My dagger will find its way.
All right. No idea you're there. You have advantage.
That is
Nice.
a Okay, 14 advantage. Might as well take it.
Heck yeah, in case you roll that
14
crit.
is the best one. Plus 6, that's a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll damage with your sneak attack.
Nice. 3d6.
Well, I get to 1d4
Oh, dagger. I
with the
see.
dagger. 6, and then I get to add 2d6.
Nice.
7. That's 14.
14 points of damage. How do you
Dagger
want to do this?
Between the ribs, as I come in between him after he was like, well said, friend.
All right,
Ease him to the
so
ground.
he says something to you like, I'm back.
So when he attacks and his place is revealed, I just go,
Yeah, you had no idea.
no, I had no idea.
All right, that goblin goes down. Bill, it's your turn.
Okay. So I see there's still one left. Unfortunately, Crinkus is on the ground. Clinkus. So I will go over there and I will attempt to stick that goblin with my rapier.
All right.
And I rolled a total of 21.
That hits.
You hit him in the butt and all of a sudden.
A whopping 2 points of piercing damage.
All right. You go. He's like, and he turns around at you and he's like,
Warlock! Wow!
And I just say, I missed.
make a deception check.
10.
You say, I missed. He goes,
So sorry, friend.
and now you
Eating a beat.
My turn is over.
Eating the leg of goblin. Sorry, I missed.
you two make perception checks. You make a perception check with disadvantage because you're on the ground.
Ooh.
15.
Perception, you said? 11.
Wait, this one?
Yes. Because you are on the ground.
Yeah, I'm not making that. That's a 5.
All right.
Well, you might have critical failed.
Right.
No, it's 5.
Roll
5
again.
was the thing.
Roll again. Let's see if you get a 1.
That was the second roll. The first
Oh.
roll was 13.
Never mind then.
Okay.
All right.
Well
So
done.
you're like ground, and you two notice those little sapling things.
Mhm. They're coming to
There's
get
about
us.
10 of them all coming up that way, and they make it to like here-ish.
I missed.
I don't have tiny little sapling figures.
I don't either. I have big ones, but not little.
I've got
Hey,
this,
don't worry,
I've got this
sapling.
kid. There's one.
Oh my god.
Perhaps a torch.
Yeah. Throw a torch
I can
at
just use these figures over here, and we'll pretend they're really small.
Or D6s.
Yeah, that works. I have a ton of dice.
And I do have small figures as well. I have these kobolds. So you can pick whatever way you'd like to do that.
Those are E4s.
If you're going to use D6s, that's cool.
I'm just using dice.
Yeah, those are just dice. Quick,
I don't believe I've ever seen a mini tree fig. So.
try it. I guess you get a tiny ant.
I have seen a mini fig tree, though.
All right. You all,
No, you haven't.
you all see a bunch
You
of
failed your deception.
little. You've seen one of these in here before. You
I
have no
have.
idea what's happening. You just see a bunch of tiny little bush saplings running at you.
The trees are moving. Perhaps a torch now.
And
Great.
Not a
that,
bad
I
idea.
have oil.
that brings us to Zonak, and he comes over here and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna smash it."
He's so interested in animal smashes.
That will hit. All right. You see him run up after you poke it, and the goblin's like, "Okay." Mace just comes and he smacks onto the ground, and he is no more. That brings us to Clinkus. You want to stand up?
Yeah.
All right. There's
No, I'll just stay down.
half of your movement to stand up.
No. I'm gonna say, what do we do about these trees? And do I just smash them? I'm gonna smash them. I'm gonna go up there.
All right.
Smash them.
1, 2, 3. You can move that far with the rest of your movement. You can take the dash action to get there, but then you can't attack.
I'm good.
Goblins are dead. Secret.
I will move 1 to like 3 spaces that way, and from there, what kind of range, like if I want to throw this flask of oil?
I think throwing stuff is range of like 20 feet, so you can make it.
Well, I'm gonna try to make it splash like out in front of him. You getting your torch out?
Heck yeah.
I got oil. I'll throw it.
Alright.
I have a 3. What would I go off of for
Dexterity.
Dexterity bonus? Gives me a 7.
Alright. You throw the oil, and like as you're throwing it, kind of slips out of your hand, and it flies, and it goes like here-ish.
Okay.
So for like this little 5-foot area, there's oil on the floor.
All right.
I don't think that
Mark
was
off
very
a flask.
effective.
No, it's not what I was hoping for.
Bilge.
All right. So
There's also broken glass there. Maybe they'll cut themselves. Maybe they'll
I
behead themselves.
am going to try something. So I am going to run like straight ahead. Or no, not straight ahead. I'm going to I'll run straight ahead. And I know I still look like a goblin. And I will move and go and stop right past the oil. And I will just look all scared, and I will just stop there, and then I will hold my action, which is that's not really good. I'll go one more square. Okay. And then my action will be I'm just chancing. I'm going to see if they run past me, because then if they do, my action will be to just take my torch and toss it into the thing of oil.
All right, make a deception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. 21.
All right, you'll find out.
Okay.
Right now.
I should have said this on my turn, but can I use my bonus action to hide after I do that?
Yeah. You kind of use this goblin corpse. Make a stealth check.
I think it's good. Yeah, there we go. 26.
All right. You kind of
Slink back into the
Damn.
Hey, where'd
darkness.
Seeker go?
All right. Next up are the sapling things, and you watch them kind of.
Someone's dying.
Yeah, they don't move too far.
And then as they walk past, you can take an attack of opportunity. That
No,
would use your reaction.
I do not.
Excellent steps. That one I missed. Oh, okay.
All right. That's where they move. Do you toss your torch?
Yes.
All right. Just go ahead and make a attack using your dexterity modifier.
Oh man, come on. 4. I don't know what armor class the floor is, but I hope I can hit it.
What if you tried to attack the air but you missed?
All right.
What happens
So
to the
you-
sword?
Just kind of toss your torch, and it lands right there, right next to it.
Fair enough. And then I look around, and then I go.
All right. That brings us to Zonak. And he's like, what was these things?
Great voice.
And
And the Oscar goes to.
He's gonna cast Sacred Flame, probably.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. Now you see, whenever the conspiracy of the Illuminati decides to make sure that the sacred flame doesn't burn the creature, I mean, it's terrible. I'm telling you.
You see Zonak go with his hands, and a bit of light shows up around this one, and it just goes, and it falls to the floor. And he's like, "Oh man, I missed." Clinkus, it's your turn.
I'm going to go and smash the thing in front of me.
All right. Well, which one you got? This one,
The
or that
white one.
All right.
That birch tree right there.
All right. Make an attack.
I'll leave the. Ooh. Okay, so I don't add anything to that, right?
And your attack bonus.
That's what it was. I'm like, was it? Oh, +6. Nice. So 25 then.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Roll big.
Okay. So that was 2d4 plus. Wait, no, 2d6 plus 4. 12.
All right. You crush it. You just go, and it just. It's like you slammed your maul on like a twig. It just kind of.
Nice.
That's
Does
all.
it make any sound when it cracks?
No, just.
Okay.
That was less
It
satisfying
sounds
than
like
I wanted
you
it.
stepped on a branch.
Okay.
Kinda.
The tree doesn't cry out in horrific pain.
Nope.
That was
Snap.
that was less exciting than I wanted it to.
Seeker.
I will use my rapier to attempt and slice the one in half
Just,
there. in front of
just
me.
pick it up.
You have advantage.
I did. However, saplings are actually pretty hard to
21.
destroy. I mean,
That
if you
hits.
step on one, then it will win.
Roll the damage plus sneak attack.
And when it snaps, it still doesn't come apart. It's just the bark that gets damaged. All of its little
13.
insides still stay.
14.
Yeah, it's
Like,
dead.
why won't
Another
you
one.
die?
You just go.
And I'd like to use my cunning action
Oh, Kato.
or my fast hands to
It's like
use
Zorro.
an object.
All right. What object?
The torch that fell there
All right, you go
and
over to it. Toss it into the fire.
into the oil. Yes.
This oil now goes.
Well, there goes the
There's a little
torch.
5-foot fire.
I think I have more than one torch.
Okay.
All right. Binge.
Okay. Yeah, these things are kind of stupid. So, but they are attacking us, and we can't tell them to leave. So I will. What do I get? What my list of bonus actions?
A bonus action can be used to cast some
I
spells.
know I can do inspire as a bonus action, but can I take like another, like if I want to do hand to hand, can I use my bonus action for another strike, or is that only a
hand to
fighter
hand, I'd
thing?
say yeah.
All right, so I will.
Wait, I could use the bonus action to punch him again?
Well, you're using a giant two-handed
Yeah,
weapon.
but if
so
I put away my hammer, can I punch him twice around?
he's just punching something.
All right, so the tree right there on my right. I got a 16.
That hits.
Ooh, 5 points of damage. Okay. And then I will move to the D20 there, the white D20, and I will do the same thing to that.
That's a 36 by your foot.
And I got a 14.
14?
Does 14 hit?
Yes.
For 4 points of damage. Nice.
All right. That brings us to these creatures. There you go.
Ooh, Clinkus is getting
finally.
attacked.
I'm gonna be putting away my weapon and trying to punch him now.
Can't you like hit multiple
No,
in front of you?
I don't think I can I?
I don't know what your class.
I'm a
is.
juggernaut. I'm a
I see.
barbarian. It's a barbarian.
I thought that was a barbarian thing.
So
Like a
this one's
sweeping
going to
attack
attack
or
you,
something.
Bill.
Go ahead.
Do I have it? I don't think I'm able to do
It'd
that.
be on your sheet probably. You had that sort of ability.
I have a reckless attack,
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
but that's only where I like can get advantage on the attack, but then they get advantage on
I
that.
see.
However, then again, that'd probably be good for me because
Um,
I'd smash them anyway. One
16
hit, and I don't think
16
they're gonna
misses.
make anything.
All right. He goes.
My hard shell rebukes the attack of the tree.
This little twig needle hand goes onto your shell, and you're like, "Beep." And then you're getting 3 different attacks from these. The first one is a 16.
Bring it home. Miss.
Just 8.
Nope.
8 and 8.
Oh.
All right. So nothing's going on.
Nice.
Stop it.
Zonak will over here
Hey,
attack
don't
this
steal
one.
my kill.
It hits. It's dead.
Nice.
Clinkus.
I'm going
Clinkus.
to put away my hammer, and then I'm going to be like, maybe this will be a little bit more satisfying than just a little crunch. Now I'm going to punch him.
Go ahead. You're only adding 4 onto this because you're not proficient in
That would be
hand-to-hand combat.
18.
That hits.
And then I'm going to try and do it a second time.
Well, are you gonna roll?
You roll
damage?
Dinkus?
Oh, yeah. Well, what is the damage for him?
It's just.
I think it's 1 plus your strength.
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
1 plus your strength modifier.
1 plus my strength modifier. So that would be 5.
So you do 5 every time you punch one.
Yeah, 5 points of damage. There you go.
Nice.
And now I'm going to try and punch him again.
Alright.
The next one, of course. That's a 20.
That hits.
So then that would be 5. And don't you get extra damage for it?
No.
Well,
On
you
a
do
nat-
2.
On a
plus your-
natural 20, you double
your-
the dice roll, and you don't roll any dice for an unarmed.
Well, I don't care. It's still more satisfying. Like, I pick that one up and pick that one up.
Secret.
I will
Behold, it's
move forward to the one that's next to Bill and take a swipe with my rapier.
You're not hidden, so you don't have advantage.
Okay.
Now, does he get, because that one's,
Oh,
and a
because
friend is,
because he's adjacent,
Yeah.
you'll get sneak attack if you hit, but you don't get advantage.
I see. Okay.
I have an 11.
That misses.
Oh.
So you go at it, and it just kind of jumps over your sword.
It jumps on your sword and then dances.
You see a little goblin there that's the trees next to you, and the little goblin looks at you and goes,
It's that little goblin's turn now.
All right. I will attempt to punch the tree.
Do it. Oh.
I got a total of 10.
Oh, that
That's
misses.
a miss. Okay.
So you and it misses.
And that time I got a 16.
That hits.
And I raise my eyebrow back at you.
Now you need to
5
roll another
points
deception
of
check.
Dinkus.
Now you need to roll another deception
All
check.
right. And then with my
Still
movement,
rolling.
I will go behind and one more square, like up in between there, and that's where I stop.
All right. That brings us to Zonak. I'm just gonna go. And he attacks this thing.
I want to bash the
Does he get flanking?
Yes. So he has advantage. That is even worse.
Oh,
So
because he missed though.
yes, he goes, and the twig blight just ducks under the attack. Zonak's like, oh,
Hey,
My
you sap.
turn.
Fling.
oh no.
He is the flan
No, it's
king.
my turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna go up in between those like green and the white one, and I'm going to
Kiss
attempt
build.
to go and.
Kiss the
I don't know
goblin.
how that works. It just means
your face would just run into a flat surface.
It slightly suctions to your face.
Ooh.
The metal.
Just. That's great. And I'm going to punch the light one, then the green one.
Try it.
Okay. Ooh. 17 plus.
That hits.
Something or other. That's one. And for the second one. Ooh. 14 plus something or other.
That's
That
4.
hits.
Yeah, plus 4.
All right. All the little trees are gone.
You killed them. Killed some
Nice.
saplings.
Behold, my steam, my presser. No, it's like the whenever they put them in the thing, they squeeze their
There's a
head.
small fireman right there.
Well,
You've defeated these things.
We completed this challenge, but the others know that we are here.
Let's keep what others?
The ones that went and asked if your friends.
I thought they came back.
Yeah, they
Yes,
did.
but they told someone that
Oh, that's okay. All right, then you are my prisoners. Except you should stay out of
I
sight.
can stay out.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
And if anything goes wrong, I'll give you the signal.
I'm going to lag behind and try to stay hidden. And
You do that.
I also get.
So the cat.
I spray the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
see his tail.
Oh, it's right here.
And there's the blue one right here that.
What if you just disguised us all as goblins and then we walked in as the patrol?
I can only disguise myself.
Dang.
Because he doesn't like you guys.
Okay.
I only disguise the ones I love.
The actual spell is called disguise self.
That's selfish.
Thank you. I am deleting bilge.
That is selfish. No, I do not.
That's selfish. I'm no shellfish. What are you talking about?
No, it's like I don't sell it. I eat it. Nice. Nice, I say.
I'm gonna send a wave of man-eating mosquitoes after you.
Man-eating mosquitoes.
That would be quite a thing if that happened.
Bunch of mosquitoes.
Technically, mosquitoes are man-eating mosquitoes.
Only a bunch of women mosquitoes.
All right. Okay.
Look at this guy looking around for his belloc sheep. What's a belloc?
It's kind of like a henway.
Don't.
I don't know what I'm supposed to not do.
Oh, good.
But
Makes it easy not to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
But I
What
could do it on
do you
accident.
know what a henway is?
No, what's a
About 10 pounds.
That's a big hen.
I remember that.
Harrison is
Got a little tingle. in it.
farting in his recliner. Somebody use my joke.
What am I to know?
Dang it, Bob.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you think Donald Trump knows whenever someone's doing an impression of him? Gets a little tingle and whispering. It's like, well, that's been there for the last 3 days since I became president. What's up with
Oh, look, he's drawing America after the global warming.
Oh, God. Why is Florida still there?
Yeah.
Why is Florida still... What happened to Texas? Did we break away from Mexico or something? I think Texas... See, Texas just all of a sudden vanished one day. That's...
Nice. Look at that. That must be the ruined keep.
Mm. I don't... there's definitely a joke to be made there, but I can't think of it.
And that's the tree that you can see.
And there are various bushes over there. And I'm going to use the bathroom.
Oh.
Well, then I'm going to
Suddenly, it starts
get a
raining
half
on
a cup
you.
of coffee.
Oh,
Suddenly,
you got some in there?
I do.
Awesome.
I saw you had your own drink there.
Yeah.
But if you want some,
See, whenever the dungeon master starts to go to the bathroom, all of a sudden it starts raining.
might need to microwave it just to get it up to full temperature.
Just something simple. That's all I need.
Well, it's like the good old days.
Gotta check and be sure.
Oh, well, how about that? Heat up the rest of mine here, and you can go ahead and get however much you would like. Yo, play.
Yes, indeed.
So, what goals do you have for this year?
Lose a little weight, be more active, be a little more active. And my annual checkup, and they're concerned with my sugar levels. An advanced risk for
Although,
diabetes.
I don't remember you being a sweets kind of guy, so what do you think your sugar's Soda?
I started, no, I drink one soda a day.
Okay.
But I started drinking a lot more juice.
Okay,
I
that's
think-
probably it then.
I think that was part of it. And then over the holidays, I had, some cookies and cakes and
Normal stuff.
things of that nature. So but I cut out the juice, start drinking more water. Other than that, I'd already kind of changed my diet after the heart attack. So I don't know, just trying to get more exercise.
Juice has a lot of sugar.
That's what I thought. So when I heard that, that's the first thing I was like, okay, maybe I'll do a glass of orange juice in the morning. And I had been drinking more of that because instead of drinking beer, which I kind of cut back my beer intake after the heart attack.
Now he's down to hard liquor.
Yeah, well, I did open up my American honey last night. I was gonna finish it off, but I only drank about half of it before I was tired, so put it in the freezer, put it back in there. I'll drink that tonight.
Does it? It never freezes solid? Interesting.
I keep the bottle in the freezer when I buy a bottle.
I need to erase this. It's like double the size of what I drew.
I was thinking, man, that's you were talking about it being a big cavern that we could see the tree for a way.
Well, let's see. I had goals for last year and really only got one of them done. So I want to move my bookshelves to different rooms. And then I want to like paint that room, the walls that don't have the paneling on it.
Mm-hmm.
Fixing the floor, I don't know, have someone else do it would be really expensive. So
What about? Oh, I
it's
see.
missing
The
tiles.
tile.
I mean, I guess I could pull up the tile and buy boxes and replace it, but I lose patience and I start hurrying because I'm like, I want to get this done, and then it doesn't end up straight.
Yeah,
I've seen people put tile down, and it's like they're really exacting.
it is an inexpensive way to do it, to stick on tile, but getting all that off the floor could be a challenge if the glue is
And I don't
stuck
have
in
one of
some
those
scraper.
tools.
Need a scraper, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I could buy one for $35, but then what? Oh, here, somebody come steal this. And then,
I have one if you decide to do the project.
Okay.
You're welcome to use
okay,
it.
that would save me there. That's perfect. I want to run electricity to the shed again since the one pole got shorted out.
Oh, did it? Bummer.
So I can run it from the solar panels because there's an outlet attached.
That's a piece of
That's
cake,
on all
though.
the time. Just a matter of getting a cord and burying it and running it up through the back.
Yeah.
That way you can turn the light on again.
Isn't that how we did it before? We had it plugged in.
I think so.
And it ran.
Yeah,
Underneath.
that's right. What else was there? I swear there was something else. Oh, try that. Mine's still only 2 of the 4 burners work. I need to replace that.
Oh,
I've asked your brother Dan. He's like, he doesn't seem that interested in doing it.
he's like, yeah, you just need to buy a new stove.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think a stove. Well, first of all, the stove that's not it's not a one-piece oven range top. It's just a range top, and then there's storage underneath.
Yeah,
So,
'cause your stove is in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
so out of all those things, I'd like to fix the range top. That's if I can get that done this year, fine. That'd just be one less thing. Okay. So we
Bilge as a little goblin is
okay. So I look and I guess you'll have to describe to me. Do I see an obvious way in?
it's an open cavern.
with various scrubby bushes, you said.
Oh, but I thought you said there was ruined walls that were surrounding the.
There are, but they're like crumbled. And there's
Okay, so I can walk. We can walk anywhere. Okay, then I just pick
Let me read the thing. What do you want?
one of my laser pointers. There it is.
Your little cat.
Okay, go ahead and read it. And then
A walled clearing is here among the briars. The walls are about 20 feet high, which is less than half the height of the cavern ceiling. Several varieties of plants grow around the perimeter of the clearing, including a few suspicious-looking saplings, but their importance pales before that which stands at the courtyard's center. Beneath the fungal light grows an evil tree. Its blackened, twisted limbs reach upward like a skeletal hand clawing its way out of the earth. Before it stand a few twig blights, a heavily armored young human male with a shield and a sword.
Told you villains always stand behind their stuff. Or in front. In front of their stuff.
A blonde young human woman in a robe fit for a noble. And a middle-aged, bearded human male wearing a hooded brown robe, armed with a staff and sickle.
so
The younger humans have black eyes and gray skin with the texture of bark.
I say this appears to be Belloc in the back, and then the 2 people, the kids.
So we shouldn't try to kill the kids.
No, we'll have to try to knock them out.
How do we do that?
How do we knock them out?
Yeah.
Say you want to subdue them, so
But I mean, like, if they attack us.
you still want to try to subdue them. Use the flat of your weapon or the handle or whatever, and
I got spikes.
although this is 5th edition, you don't have to mess with it. You just knock them down. That's right. There is no. It's just.
Yeah, you just.
I forgot all about that.
Whenever you think that you're about to kill him, or I say, all right, that knocks him down, you say non-lethal damage, and then they
Could I just say
go,
Could I just say non-lethal damage as I'm attacking them?
Yeah.
So I don't have to mess with
Okay.
Because it's like
So
as you step out, you can hear a voice call out that says, "Come forth."
all right. So I put one hand on each of them, and I say, "Don't do anything until I tell you to." And I push them forward.
So
And
you're
I walk-
like behind.
Yeah, and I'm acting like I'm got them by the shoulders, and I march them up like that.
By the hands.
No, by their.
you're a goblin. I'm much taller than you.
Well, I don't.
That's how it
If,
works.
can I reach?
No.
When my size is that much
As
smaller?
as your
Well, then I'll
real
push them from the
self-
back.
as your real self, you can touch their shoulders. As
Right.
your goblin self, you cannot.
Okay, so I put my hands on their backs. Then.
Right.
Okay, and I march them up there.
I attempt to stealthily around the wall.
All right, so like here-ish.
No. No. Toward the center. Yeah, and then.
Here, that's what the pointer's for.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
It does stealth check.
Yes, that's
Look,
exactly
yeah,
where
there
I
you go. So that's what
wish
it's
to
for.
go.
You want
Thank
one? You promise not to play with it?
No.
There you go. Smart.
I do not promise.
Yeah, well, that's good.
30,
That's knowing your
20.
limitations. That's half the
Alright.
battle.
You go over there.
It's fun to mess with a cat.
Okay, so not knowing.
So these two are like right here.
Okay, so I march them up there and I say, "Oh, great Belloc, I have brought prisoners who seek to traipse around your great tree place."
Make a deception check.
Damn. 5.
All right. As you say this, Belak looks to you and he says, "Why do you try to deceive me like this? I am a man of principles. I'm sure we can come to some sort of reasoning. Throw off your illusion and tell your cat friend to step from the shadows."
So I guess I don't really have to act anymore. I'm just
I drop the change self
well, at least I don't have to stand here motionless anymore.
and I try to walk between them and go up. Okay. I do not say anything about the person in the shadows. I just keep my focus straight ahead.
You heard him say, "And tell your cat friend to come from the shadows." Do you do anything about that?
I will step out from the edge of the wall there forward with my bow
Like that?
drawn. Yes.
Hammer.
I say, "Belloc, release these children. I am the amazing Bilge. Your legend has grown far. We come here." I get frustrated. Hold on. We have come to take these kids back to their mother.
Just real quick, you're talking, so
Mhm.
you don't, but you make perception checks.
The hell is my die? There it is.
17.
20.
All right.
Natural 20.
All right. You are kind of watching, and you look up in the tree, and you can see a large shaded mass, but you can't really see what it is. You look up, and it looks like there is a giant frog up in the tree.
Hey, I'd get back if I were you, because there's something up in that tree.
Belak looks to you and he says, "Why have you truly come? I'm sure you've come to bask in the greatness that is the Gulthias tree. It's beautiful now. It lives, though it looks dead. In an age long past, someone staked a vampire on this very spot. The stake took root, and so grew the Gulthias tree, reverberating with primal power for those who can tap it. These two, they were the first supplicants. The Gulthias tree has accepted them, and they are mine to control. Just like the twig blights, you cannot save them."
I say, let's see. That's not going to do it. I say, I have promised their mother of their return, and so we will return them. And I proceed to. Is there light in here?
Yes, the fungus is everywhere.
Okay.
There's light enough in here to see.
Dude, did you make the light become brighter as you go?
I go like this.
At that point, I am going.
And I'm gonna move to attack
At that
someone.
point, we're gonna roll initiative.
All right.
I'm gonna go up to Bellic.
Well, wait now.
Myself. That's
Just
gonna
roll
be
your
my
initiative. You don't have to declare your action in this edition. So
That's
nice.
At 18, I'm not even kidding. I'm rolling high.
18 plus what?
Well, I said it was 16 before.
Okay.
So rolling high.
I actually rolled pretty good. Not as good as that though,
Mhm.
because I'm a slew-footed turtle.
The turtle bird. You should have tried to persuade him with some nice music. Try to persuade the villain.
That
So-
tree must be destroyed.
Wait,
Oh,
destroyed? I
you
thought we
roll
weren't
for,
destroying the tree.
Maybe if Bellic is brought down, the tree will turn, but I doubt it.
Can you roll for Zonak?
Yes. 6 plus whatever.
All right, so 7. All right, so who got what now?
I got
22.
22.
I got 18.
I got a 17. I'm sorry.
All right.
No, 16. 16 for me.
Right.
In case that makes a difference.
You were making
Want
fun
some
of.
coffee?
I don't know about you, but I got it. No, I don't want to go on.
What's the alarm for?
Just something else. It was something for Aunt Mommy's house that I do.
What did you get?
I have a chore to do with her.
I see.
I got 18.
I'm going to guess something with the dogs.
No, counters.
Just wipe them off.
And
Probably takes y'all, what, 5 minutes?
strangely enough, depending on the weather, the ringtone changes. Which is cool.
Are you supposed to put everything away that's on the counter too?
No, just clean them off. But like if it's snowy, it's got a different song. If it's windy, it's got a different song.
I see.
Cloudy, it's weird.
I thought we were supposed to get a lot of snow today. It snowed a little bit and then.
Mm-hmm.
They need
I
to
stayed
stay.
south.
Oh, good. Maybe we still got a snow scare at the store though. I hope. 'Cause
It
I
was-
ordered a ton of frozen. So
It was a little heavier up once we hit Jefferson County than it was out by me. We had a little bit, but there was actually like stuff on the roads. Where it
Like
slowed
blowing?
low. Yeah, blew across.
Look at my phone up.
Carpe diem.
Hit points and stuff.
You want some battle music?
Sure.
Bill playing his harp or whatever it's called.
Hey, why is the light on in your room?
I don't know. I didn't notice that. I think there's a cat in there though.
Alrighty, how about D&D battle music? If that's too loud.
Oh, it's just progressively louder until it's
Yeah. Losers battle fighting.
Go to hit. Another one. Need a pumpkin?
No, sir.
You feel that pumpkin's still good?
It's not soft yet. Hard to believe.
It's been around
Yeah,
a bit.
it's been months.
That's what she said.
Do I notice that the boy and the girl in the front with the dark eyes, do they have the signet ring that we were told to look for on their hands?
I'll make a perception check.
Critical fail. I don't. What ring?
You forget that your ring. What's a ring? You don't know.
I'm also looking at their hands to see if they're wearing a fancy ring that Bilge told me about.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
9.
9?
You don't see anything.
Okay. So they're fair game.
Well, you did hear me say try to knock them out. These are probably the kids, so
You did hear him say
that might be worth something. I don't know. Because you're way over there, and you have your arrow trained on somebody.
Sorry, this is taking so long. I just want to have stuff.
Be prepared before we start rolling the dice.
This guy looking for his books.
Monster manual. The frog's going to jump down and try to eat us.
Tell me
But that's okay because I speak Aqua,
Oh,
and I'm going to try to.
Tortoising?
Yeah, might be a woman. I don't like humanoids, but any kind of amphibious or draconic jam.
if you talk in sign language, does having one arm give you a speech impediment or a slur?
Speech impediment.
I'm going to say if you have an arm, but you've lost a couple fingers in a oil rig accident, then you speak with a slur. Just my finger.
Did you hear about the chameleon that couldn't change colors?
I did not.
He had a reptile dysfunction.
Oh.
What is this?
My next 3 attacks are disadvantage.
Every roll from that character from now on will always be ones. I try to move forward, roll. I try to go to bed in the morning.
Okay, all right.
This is some nice waiting battle music. When you accidentally plug the boss fight, but it's happened to me many times. It's like, man, I was just trying to. I went away from to go to lunch. I come back, and all of a sudden, it's like in the middle of the boss.
We had a character on Skyrim that was glitched out, and it had this
Music.
battle music going all the time, like when you meet the dragon. Yeah.
So he's in the middle of town.
Yeah, trying to sell stuff, and it's like, dun, 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 dun. It was too intense.
That's awesome.
Speaking of that, did you see? Do you know what the? How's it? Do you know what the models were fighting about at the circus?
What did
What was the joke I made? Why? Something. Why were the models arguing on their camping trip? That doesn't make any sense. Why? I don't know why it had models. There was a reason why there were models involved. Anyway.
Because they were wondering how
Because
hot
they
it
didn't
was
like the way
outside.
the cat walked.
No, I don't know, but it was intense. But there was a reason I said models. I don't remember what it was now. Anyway, it was intense.
It was so hot, it was intense.
I've used the phrase before. That was like an American Indian orgy. Fucking intense.
We're gonna have to leave.
Sir,
revoking your friend privileges.
Sir, please leave my home. I have a gun. Please leave.
Use the back door.
You have outstayed. You're welcome.
Please return your coffee.
I need you to throw up everything you've ingested while you were here. Well, that's what the cat does when I'm trying to
Right. So,
Yeah.
You woke up in the middle of the night and you're here.
We rolled
What's that?
initiative. How
What's
about
that?
you?
at the top of the round is Seeker.
All right.
Can I
No,
now make out what that is moving in the tree and get a shot?
It's a frog.
you can take a shot. You
Well, I mean,
just
I
see
said it
a
was a
big
frog.
dark mass, and you heard him say,
There's
"Oh,
a
that was a
frog,
frog," but you don't know.
but I can't see it.
Right, you just see a dark mass.
Feel like I
The
would
light's
be
not shining on it in the right way for you to see. Right.
okay. I feel like I would not get a good shot at it, so I will shoot at the wizard. Yes,
So, all right, go ahead and take a shot.
with my short bow. That is the 16 and the 18 look very similar, but that is a 16 plus 6, 22.
That it.
Excellent.
Well, the enemy does not have sneak attack because he's fully aware where you are. You rolled a
One.
natural 20 on his
So
perception
1d.
check to see him, and a natural 20 on his insight check to tell you about the problem.
That is 8 points.
Right.
Yes.
You loose an arrow. You all watch as an arrow just kind of sticks into Belak's shoulder and he breaks it off. He
I will
says,
then.
"Protect me, you fools!"
I will then use my bonus action to try and hide.
All right.
I fall back behind the wall. Nope, the other way. Yes, that way.
That tiny wall.
Yes.
It's 20 feet tall, but it's like a small sliver.
Okay.
So make a stealth check.
Don't worry, they'll just trip over him. He'll be laying there and then they'll walk over him and then they'll get mad at them. For not seeing him.
It's 15.
It's cats too.
That brings us to the warrior there.
What's up with the water hanging around the too?
He's gonna turn that into an outlet.
Interesting.
And his turn, you hear Belak yell, "Barefoot, get them!"
Bafford?
You hear him say, "Bradford."
And I think I wrote that down somewhere. Sir Bradford.
And
But why? Why did I write down Sir Bradford?
Because that was somebody that you needed to rescue.
Yeah, I didn't know, and I don't remember.
he runs right up to you, the big guy.
So it's not the kids then. Maybe Sir Bradford stole them.
Maybe Sir Bradford was his dad.
Or Sir Bradford was a traitor.
Maybe when he punches you in the mouth, you'll see if he's wearing a ring or not.
Who's hitting who?
He runs up to Clinkus,
Okay.
and you see him take his
That could be
long
an
sword in
attack
both
off of
hands, hold it up in the
Yes.
air, goes to
Out
swing down, and you notice you're sitting there holding your maul, and you realize he's not aiming for you. Yeah. His sword slams down onto your maul.
Why are you gonna be using the Witcher soundtrack over there?
He
I like it.
brings his longsword up and slams down onto your maul, and it kind of glances off, but him hitting it, you can see it kind of like make a little bend and a crack in your maul.
Oh, you are gonna get it. If you break my maul, I don't care how much money I'm getting. You're dead. I'll smash you. I'll shove
See, we talked to the priestess of Palor, Corkley, but I don't remember what Sir Bradford was.
If you'd like to make intelligence check to remember, you may.
Yeah, why not? Couldn't hurt.
As the name Sir Bradford
15 plus 1 makes 16.
bounces around in
Sir
your head.
Bradford was the warrior that came along with the two children that came in here. He was a warrior that had been in town recently, and they kind of asked him to come along with him on this adventure, and he agreed.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the children's protector.
Yeah, but look at his eyes. They're controlled.
Yeah, they
Knock him out. Don't kill him. He'll be able to lead us to the children, I think. That's what I see. Whatever.
Yeah, those two have black eyes and gray skin with the texture of bark. And that brings us to Clintus.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna put
And that's what he
away.
mentioned something about people turning into
You know,
trees
I'm
too.
gonna
I don't-
subdual damage him. Actually, I'm gonna
Under
activate the barbarian rage.
Yeah.
All right, bonus
What does that
action.
do?
You
Maybe
go
we
into a
do
rage.
need to destroy
What
the
did I do?
tree then.
Didn't that add something?
It gives you advantage on strength saves and checks, and it makes you have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. And you get to add your rage damage bonus, which is +2 at this level.
And also I'm doing subdual damage. That's a natural 20.
Cool. Roll again. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not the dungeon master. Shut up.
Old dungeon master.
Got all excited.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Roll damage.
I apologize. I'll take this out here, didn't it?
5 plus 4 plus 2.
Well, double your dice roll first.
Yeah, take the dice, double that,
So 20.
add your 4,
Makes 24.
and
20?
the 2 from your rage, so 26.
26.
All right, you
And
watch.
subdual damage. And
No, it
subdual.
doesn't matter.
He
Remember,
did say
in
that.
5th edition, though, it's
I know, but I'm
You
just
just-
trying to knock him
Yeah,
out.
you just kind of have
I'm-
to say
I'm trying
non-lethal,
to-
whatever.
It's the same.
oh, okay.
Non-lethal subdual.
I see.
I mean,
Well,
same
watch
thing, rather.
As Sir Bradford runs forward with this long sword, which is kind of
You
just
hurt my
looks
hand.
very ornate, and he brings it up and he doesn't attack Clinkus. He comes down onto Clinkus's maul, which bends a little and cracks, and that
sends
infuriates Clinkus. And you see him just
Did you bonus action rage?
he did.
Okay.
He basically takes his maul, and you can see he's bringing it up. Remembers what you said, and just kind of brings it down a little past the head and hits the metal. Just instantaneously, he is knocked unconscious.
You dare mess with my hammer?
Yeah,
This is suddenly
Like, it's
Mortal
just-
Kombat. That's when the Mortal Kombat X-ray shows up. All of a sudden, his bones.
like as the attack's coming toward him, he looks up and goes, and just is instantly slammed onto the ground.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks for rendering him useless.
Don't touch the hammer.
That brings us to
Hammer?
Bilge. You watch as this thing comes over to you, hits his weapon, and just
All right, then. None of that's gonna help. So none of that's gonna help. So my bonus action, I will inspire. You just went, so I will inspire Seeker, and I say In his head, you must not kick the shit out of Belloc. And you get a D6 to add to any D20 roll for the next minute.
Nice.
And you have to say you're going to add it before he tells you if it was a success or not.
So you can roll it, and then you think you have to think, okay, that's a little low. If I roll this, it can help, and then you roll it. If you roll it and then give me the number, and I say that hits, then you can't use it. Or if I say it misses, you can't use it. It's before I tell you whether it works or not.
Okay.
That's your bonus action.
Yes. So my regular action, I will go up to the girl, and in the same process, I will say, this is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to. I'm just kidding. It's not going to hurt me at all. And I do a rapier slash, and it is, and I got a total of 20.
That hits.
For a whopping 7 points of dinkus.
All right.
You just rapiered that girl.
You,
Subdued.
you bring your rapier up after singing your little song, and it leaves a slash across her face, and she, and you see her kind of start moving her hands around, and that brings us to Belloc. I need to look up something.
Don't look up something.
Oh, I'm gonna look something up.
All right, Addie. Look up your spell.
I know what spells I can and can't cast.
Oh.
He's the opposite. He's subtracting.
Shut up.
Let's see. Oh, I just haven't had an action.
Where'd
Where'd that come from?
See, I bought a bunch of axes for in case you all did some weird stuff. So just a big bag of axes.
These are my phantasmal smartass axes.
I called them my mind axes.
All right. So you see Belloc pull out a wand, move it around, and then point something out, and in that square, the vines and roots come up and try to latch onto your feet, and I need you, and
Nozak.
Zonak to make strength saving throws.
Okay. Bilge rolls an 11.
So we
Zonak
have a
rolls
strength
a
modifier on
17
there.
plus whatever.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
All right. You and Zonak, both as the vines come up, you both kind of kick and they break, and you are not entangled. But you, Bilge, the vines wrap around your legs, and you are entangled.
Your movement has been impeded.
Let me tell you exactly what entangle means.
Am I grappled or restrained?
It makes it difficult terrain. So all of you, you're in that area, your movement is half, and you are restrained by these plants, which means, hi cat,
Oh. What is high cat?
your speed becomes 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonus. Your attack rolls have disadvantage, and attack rolls against you have advantage. And any attack that hits you is a critical hit if they're within 5 feet of you.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Bilge might die.
And then Belloc
Look at that.
So it's
Xanax
running
and
off
Andy.
that way. That brings us to Sharwin.
Ah, now that's the daughter. So the boy's not here, or he's hiding somewhere,
Or he's dead.
or he got turned into a frog. Which would
Hello,
suck.
my honey. Hello,
Yeah.
my baby.
Frog's full.
All right. Let me use up this.
Nothing better than petting a cat with a metal glove.
Yeah, man.
Nothing like
He
that.
seems to like it.
Nothing like that at all.
Because it's nice and coarse, it scratches you. Scratch your back at the same time.
Man, she scratched her.
Hey, you Becky scratched her.
Gotta do it like a villain. I gotta do it like a villain. Just hello, I've been expecting you. You cat's like,
All right. You see her move her hands around, and she points down into like the center of where that entangle was, and you all feel a sort of restfulness come over you. And
except for me, I don't sleep.
are you or Zonak, I'll check, immune to being charmed?
I'm not.
I don't know. I don't think so. I have no diseases. I don't need to sleep.
Get down.
I have resistance to physical damage. Bonus to attack.
Now, if you're raging, does that mean you?
Yeah, does the rage though?
Let me figure out. That is a good question.
Because if I'm angrier,
That'll help you out.
it'll probably be harder to calm me down.
It's Shakira.
Because it sounds like a sleep spell she's casting.
Yeah, it
And I
does.
don't have to sleep. So I don't know how that works. So she just hit my off button and was like, whoop.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? If that was what you could do.
This is like, man, this guy's annoying.
Alright.
Hit the reset.
Raging does not make you immune to charm effects.
Okay.
I'm going to look at the Warforged thing to see if you are immune to this.
I don't think, on here, I don't think I am because I never wrote it down, but I remember
That
that.
doesn't mean that it isn't a thing.
It could be a hidden ability.
Warforged.
Man, Witcher was kind of hard to control. Oh, look at this guy. He's asking, are you
Yeah,
not
but
gonna-
you just constantly do it. See,
There you go. Alright. Magic cannot put you to sleep.
Ah!
So, I need to roll 5d8.
Warforged is a good class to have. The
Yeah.
only problem is you can't go and have any girlfriends because there's nothing going on there.
Yeah. Like a Ken doll.
Stone can
Bill, how many hit points do you currently have?
I have 9.
Alright. Cool. You watch her do this and go as a little aura goes. You just kind of feel like, and you're like,
What the heck are you
but
what was
you and
that?
Zonak just are put to sleep.
What the heck just happened to you guys? These dang flesh bags can't stay awake in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Weirdos. Oh, it's gonna get away, but at least we got the children. We can put them in the pit with Mikey. We're gonna just put all of our captives in the pit.
Does the sleep mean? Should have looked that up. Where was the book? But here's the spell right here.
Oh,
Did
she
you say
could
D6 or D8?
5d8.
6.
she could insta kill you right now. That's the problem. Because if you're asleep, she can, and also you get a critical because you're restrained. She could probably insta kill you right now.
Yeah,
Probably shouldn't have stepped forward.
unless you get off your 10 ass and do something.
Club that wizarding bitch.
Hey, I'm 40% titanium. I'm 40% everything. Of course. Also, the flea badge over there ain't doing all that much either. Don't worry about it. Everyone here is equally as terrible.
It doesn't really say.
I hit the wizard.
Oh yeah, and I completely just decimated one of my guys.
Yeah, you did. We're doing stuff.
I know. Zonak over here just got caught and put to sleep.
Nah. Nah.
I forget what even Zonak got for initiative. I didn't put him on the initiative order. But I'm pretty
12,
sure.
I think
Yeah,
he rolled,
12.
or 16, was it?
Then he read like next, I think. So doesn't matter now.
Zonak just stood there and got put to sleep.
It doesn't say what happens when you're put to sleep. I'm going to just say it counts as the incapacitated.
You're already
unconscious.
restrained.
You are made unconscious. So an unconscious creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. The creature drops whatever it's holding and falls prone. It automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit.
Wow, is that a double critical hit
So,
or just a critical
You
hit?
and Zonak both are put to sleep. And with her bonus action and movement and stuff, she's gonna.
Oh, she's just gonna leave.
She's gonna hide behind
Oh, okay.
Big Ol' Thias tree.
She just gonna leave? Or...
So that brings us to Zonak. Zonak's unconscious. So, Seeker, it's your turn. You watch two of your friends just fall down. He's fine. Belloq's running off. Charwin's behind that tree.
I will use my feline agility to double my movement.
All right.
As I'm moving stealthily toward Belloq, I stow my bow and pull my rapier.
Eventually, we're gonna get an animal every single
Now
animal
that gives me a speed of 60,
Right.
and I will attempt to move up next to him and get him with my sword. So forward one.
Well, you got to go around the wall.
Well, I thought I'd just go forward, but that's okay. One.
It's a 20-foot wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh,
You can make it right up behind him with your rapier in hand.
That is my.
Make a stealth check.
That is 27.
Yeah. All right. He does not know you're there.
wow.
And did you say I could use your D6 for damage or to hit?
It's only
Just a
D20 roll.
Just on a D20 roll.
Okay, well, I'm going to use it now.
If you need to, go ahead and roll to attack. You have advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you roll
A natural 20.
there, see, you don't need it.
There you go.
There you go. That's the
Sure.
best you can possibly
All right.
do.
So
Okay.
roll damage.
Which
And
with the
sneak attack,
rapier
double
is
all
a
the dice.
1d8.
See, now he got the super attack.
Six.
We just
Okay,
destroyed
I'll
your
keep track
boss
for you.
fight
So
right there.
there's 12.
8,
Apart.
What, 2 more?
2,
4. So you're up to
You were playing like
16.
we're gonna destroy
8 more.
his weapon, we're gonna put him on
Okay,
sleep,
24.
And the villain's gonna get away.
24.
Villain
That's-
died. Weapon destroyed.
That's the damage double.
plus. Do you have any attack bonus or like a
Oh,
Like, I get a
with my
+1.
rapier, I'm plus 6.
That's to hit. So
For-
plus
yeah.
four
You get a
damage.
damage.
Oh, plus 4.
bonus, I guess,
Yeah, plus 4.
Okay.
1d8 plus 4. So the 8 was 6. That's 12 plus 4, 16. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
So that's another 6 times 2 is 12. So 26 points of damage.
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
I run him through from behind where my rapier comes out of his chest, and he sees the tip of it before he goes.
That is what happens.
Yeah.
You, because you're the only one that isn't unconscious.
Oh yeah.
You watch as your cat friend, faster than anything you ever see, just runs across like a shade with his sword out, just runs Belak through,
The hell was
shoving
that?
him forward and pinning him to the wall. And then and at that, you see Sharwin fall unconscious.
See, I did knock them all unconscious. It was
With
Nice.
my bonus action,
That's when I knock
if I'm
out
able,
Seeker.
I am
Like,
able
I
to
did
do
it
that.
myself.
Well, I mean,
I'm going
isn't his
to
bonus action to where he dashed, or he was.
That's
able
my
to
feline
dash.
agility.
Is that something different?
That's just a racial trait.
Oh, okay.
You can use
okay.
once a day.
Okay. There
No,
you go.
once a turn.
It's different.
Once a turn, and I can actually use it twice because of my
He's got all kinds
Cool.
of stuff.
Okay.
but
So theoretically, he could have went 90 if he would have used his bonus action to dash.
No, 120.
That's far.
I can slip through the shadows and
Apparently.
be gone.
Uh,
Here and
alright.
gone before they know.
I
it.
did the math. A high-level Tabaxi monk can move like 600 feet in 1 hour. Just
Yeah, that's faster than Muggle and I would ever dream of.
I then
I'm asleep though. I
just as bonus action, can I just like look and see what he's got? I want to keep my attention over that
yeah, you
shambling
can.
shade in the tree.
Since you're looting him with your attention on the figure in the tree, make an investigation check with disadvantage.
10,
I'm not doing
1.
Natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
You can't add anything to that.
Nope.
You're like,
Yeah, so I realized I'm not doing a very good job because I'm distracted by this
and then you.
thing above me.
by this frog.
So I'll come back to him.
What you suspect is a frog.
Yes, I suspect it could be the frog you saw.
That brings us to Plinkus.
I'm gonna just go and wake up.
Does the spell go
Sleeping
away
Beauty over
that the two wizards had cast, or does it still remain?
I believe sleep just.
It may last, but the
Lasts.
entanglement, I think it might go.
What if he hadn't used a wand
Uh,
of entanglement?
there you
I'm
go.
gonna go wake up Sleeping Beauties over here.
Pick one. You can wake one. It's your action to wake someone up.
I'll try Zone X since he's closer, of course.
Or you go to zone act and you're like, hey, and he's like,
I like kicking him up. Go up, you.
oh, what happened?
You fell asleep. You.
Why do things go dark so much?
Because you like spells so much.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm standing there, and then before I get the chance to freaking do anything, I go to freaking sleep.
Sound like
I
a
mean-
slap chop guy.
It's obviously some type of conspiracy between the UFO Alliance and NATO's underground troop and lizard movement.
Sleep is not concentration. So Zonak gets back up. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action or
I'm still angry.
move? You want to move?
I'm
somewhere?
gonna go over to Village, so I'm going to the Village, and then I try next. If I have to wait next time, I'll wait.
Yeah, it's your action to wake someone up. And going down, let's say Village, you can make a wisdom saving throw to wake up.
Okay.
Because why not?
Because you really weren't tired.
12.
I'm going to say that fails.
Okay.
That brings us to the figure.
The frog.
Do you need a frog?
Yeah, do you have a giant frog?
Yeah, you might have a giant frog, remember?
Damn
Whenever we
right.
fought the giant frog.
It might not be big enough. I don't know how big you need, but I do have a big frog.
A giant frog.
Where's my giant frog?
Because it says giant frog, but it's giant frog.
I think it's in the middle. I see it.
You do.
Yeah, look one level down.
Here.
It's a medium
Right,
beast.
on the right.
On the right. Yep. There it is.
That works perfectly. All right.
Chub toad.
That's a good name, actually. Next time I play a, let's see, what's the frog race? Flipple floops. What are they called? Bullywugs.
Oh,
Yeah. Next time I'm gonna play a bullywug, his name will be Chub.
Chub.
Chub. That's all he says. So, and somebody, it's like, what's the show where somebody
Hodor?
says the same? Oh, I am Groot, but yet
Or Hodor.
he says different things. So it's always like, no, we don't have any more of that. Chub, it's behind there.
You watch looking up at this figure as it jumps down and runs up to you, seemingly unhappy that you just slaughtered its master.
I think we might want to knock this one out too.
Is it on all fours or is it on?
It's on all fours.
Okay.
And it goes to bite you. Does that hit an armor class of 6?
No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So it goes to bite you, and you jump out of the way, and it's like, "Arr."
You know they could make
Chub.
I think they could make these frogs a little bit
Chub.
more if they tried to raffle you in with your tongue.
Brings us to you,
Give it a
Seeker.
chance.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to Zonak, and Zonak sees this frog, and he's like, "Oh man, that's a frog."
Is his movement still half in there?
Oh yes. I'm gonna get that frog. I don't know what can Zonak do.
I cast poison spray.
I'm gonna use divine.
Oh yeah, I can
Flame.
freaking do this as many times as I want.
I'm gonna use divine flame. Oh, what a flame was!
And you just see a puff of smoke in front of this guy's face.
And all of a
Take
sudden,
that!
then he falls from the mound.
Oh.
Good night.
You can see
It's great.
Zonak running over. He's like, I'm gonna get it. That brings us to Seeker.
With rapier in hand, I take a slice at the dude. Can I now use his D6 that I didn't use before? Is that
It's good for a
Expired?
minute, which is 10,
Yeah,
10
it's still good.
rounds. So
alright?
If you
but I
feel
can
that you
say
need to.
after I roll
Yeah.
before you say
yeah.
Roll it, but before I
I
say
will use a D6 to add to it.
Okay.
An 11 plus 6 is 17.
that hits.
Yay!
Yay.
A D8. 5er plus 4
On
is
Fiverr, you
9.
can pay me $5 to say whatever you want. It's an actual website. It's great.
All right, you stab at the frog, and it's like,
And
it
Doesn't
seems
say chub.
no.
Chub!
It seems unhappy that you have stabbed it.
Chub chub!
That brings us to Clinkus.
Crankus crankus!
I'm going to wake up Bilge with a helpful.
Boot to the face.
Yeah.
And you knock him out again.
Since on your last round you did not take damage or deal damage, your rage wears off, and you and you've awakened to Clinkus shaking you.
Hey, there's,
Oh!
hey, there's a frog over there.
Yeah,
What?
the last thing you saw was Charwin do a thing, and then you went to sleep, and now you wake up. She's laying down. Belak is dead, and there's a frog attacking him.
Well, I guess I used half my movement to get up.
So that's 10 of your movement.
And then I will use the rest of my movement. Well, let's see.
You,
Oh,
you
by the
really,
way,
you,
can I also use my movement to get
since movement is halved in here, using half your movement to get up, you're out of movement. So you can do something else, but you cannot move.
Okay.
Technically, that's entire. Can I use more movement to try and get over the frog? Since I didn't move it.
Oh, that's right. It's his turn still.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go 5, 10, and 15 to get out, and that's going to be all the movement you have for this turn.
So a spear.
Oh right, I'm going to take out my javelin. One of the javelins, since those are my stone items.
Go ahead and
And
throw
I'm
it.
going to chuck one into.
Throw that
Use
thing,
that
man.
ranged weapon,
I,
baby.
I forgot about it. That's a 3.
It probably misses. What do you add to it?
3 plus.
Oh, I had 6, making it 9.
That misses.
Ooh.
That brings us to Bilge.
Okay, so
So you use half your movement, you get up, you're out of movement.
And I will just ready my action. If for some reason the frog comes to get me, I will attack it.
All right, that brings us to the frog. It's going to try to bite you again.
Chub chub.
Move away, slimy frog.
Before
I assume 11 misses.
I have a 15 on it.
There you go. It's trying to bite you, and you're
before I bat you with my cat.
brings us to Zonak. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He comes up behind the frog, and he brings his hand up, says something. And you see like this dark aura come around his hand, and he like slaps down on the frog.
Like you're probably a very wet slap note.
Melee spell attack with advantage since he is
Flanking.
Yep, and he hits. So he deals.
I very much enjoy the slapping sound that it makes.
Echoes.
It's like one of those really good high fives.
Yeah. Cracking through the cabin.
This frog, from the inflict wounds that he casts, takes 3d10 necrotic damage. That's 10, 15, 24.
Nice.
All right. He runs up, slaps his hand on this frog, and you looking at it, the color just drains from its face, and veins pop out, and it shrivels up.
Oh my god!
Into a frog husk right in front of my eyes.
You're like, man, those are the good
And then
sound.
you see Zonak, and he's like,
Well done, sir. Well done.
Whoa.
thanks.
What did
This
you
wizard is dead.
Nice one.
I will now turn my attention and search him.
Make an investigation check.
I'm going to go and search the guy who's damaged my precious small.
All right.
That is a 19 to
19.
investigate this person.
19 in total.
And then the 19.
All right. Searching Sir Bradford. On him, he has
Sir Bradford, right?
Bradford.
Sir Slappy McMumford.
He's
Sir-
not like the bear.
There's only one of them.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
On him, you find chainmail. He's wearing a full suit of chainmail. He's got a shield, and he has his longsword that he used to try to crush your weapon.
I might pick that up.
And it is very it's ornate. It's made of very shiny metal, and yeah, it just looks very cool.
I'm gonna pick up that sword,
You do it.
and then I'm gonna go and like maybe. I'm gonna touch the sword on his chainmail to see if it's like a contact effect, or do you have to strike it?
Poke it.
Does it like damage the metal or something?
Doesn't seem to.
I get out of the area and I walk towards the
Eventually,
back this way just to see if anyone else is coming. But then they can continue to do all the searching.
you look. No one else coming.
I go back out here.
Hey Bill.
Okay.
The entangle goes away.
And then I'm gonna go search.
sneaking up on.
Then I'm gonna go search the girl.
No sneaking.
Slow down there, customer. We're all searching at the same time.
But that's nice. And I'll let her go.
You searched Belak. On Belak, you find a key.
Ah.
The key. It must go to something. Oh my god. It's his personal diary. Dear diary, today
You
I met
find
Jeff.
3
Jeff is
vials
hot.
of a viscous red liquid.
It has his innermost secrets.
Yes.
2 vials of this kind of little brackish liquid. And he also has like quarterstaff on him and his wand.
This wand created the entanglement that he created.
I can identify probably 2 things a day. Oh, I can identify 1 thing today. I have 2 spells I can cast a day. I've already cast them.
Do you want to try and identify the sword?
He didn't have any money, coin, or gems on him?
No.
Okay.
So now I'm going to search for the one.
I'm making this search.
That one's better with a 19 and then plus 21.
On Charlene.
You find her underwear. Ew.
She's just wearing very nice robes. She has a spell book.
Alright, I'll grab
Perhaps now that she's not under his spell, she won't be a threat to
Yeah,
us.
but I'd probably still want to remove anything deadly on her
Just
in
has a
case you get a thing. I'm gonna also take the dagger off of her. Just remove all weapons just in case.
Right, so we can find out what's going on with her.
Is there a way to like restrain her? Do we have any rope or anything? I don't think we have rope.
I have some.
Oh, well, we might want to tie him up in case their eyes just go black and they try to show us something.
I will.
Oh, you also find her gold Hukrell signet ring.
Hey, it is her.
All right, I will leave that on her. Actually,
I'll pick her up
and then also
and
have
carry her over to where the other dude is. Sit them back to back and tie them with my rope.
All right.
That way their hands are
on the
tied
signet ring.
and they are tied together.
One of them, we're still looking for the sun though, top one.
I know, but we found
Go
one.
ahead.
I'm guessing she had the other one?
Well, yeah, we found one on her.
Just go ahead and make
But I
a
didn't
dexterity
take-
check to see how good this knowledge
Also,
is.
I removed a spell book and
That
a
is
dagger.
A 6 plus my strength. Oh, you said dexterity 10.
Right? You tie a knot and you're like, that's a knot.
What was the third thing I found on her? It was a signet
Dagger.
ring. What, no, a dagger.
Dagger, she has
a book.
Very fine robes, a spell book, and her signet ring.
Okay, yeah, it was just a book and a dagger. So I also I got this ornate sword, so I got some stuff for you to look at.
Yes, Bilge, look here.
I have 3 things. The book.
Okay.
Bilge, as you're looking out in this area, you see some of the tread blights coming at you, and they get to you and move past. And they make their way through everyone, move past you all, and they all just kind of start like jabbing at Belak.
Oh,
So they didn't like that stupid book.
Apparently
Because
not.
he fucked up the tree, I'm guessing. So, I don't have comprehend languages. I wish I could talk to them.
Sharwin wakes up.
uh-huh.
Bradford does not. He's still
He's still
But
got
she
horrible
slowly
brain damage.
comes to. He has tied them back to back.
Charwin, where she's become. Are you Charwin?
As she awakens and opens her eyes, you can see they are still completely black. Those dark
Oh,
gray, barky
Still there?
skin is still there. And she kind of looks at you. She's like, "What? Where am I?"
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
I get out that book of Druidic Jam, and is it written in a language I understand?
no.
No.
I thought it was written in the comic or something.
No, that's the other book that exploded. Almost killed 2 of them.
I can read Elvish.
Here, if you want to try to read this, it's.
I can read Elvish as well.
I don't know how that I know it's a book of druidic theories of life and death, but
You made a good check, and it has leaves and skulls on it.
there might be something in here that could help us tell what's wrong with the tree and restore it.
And also what's wrong with the
I
girl
will
since
attempt.
she still has
It's not in Elvish
Or Dwarvish.
Nope. or Halfling.
Or draconic.
or common.
Nope.
Here, let me read it. It's not in Elvish or Dwarvish or everything like that. Dang it, I
Okay,
can't
so
solve it.
Zonak, can you read this?
Why
Thanks
doesn't
and
he have his
worship.
languages on here? Dang him. I'm gonna say. I mean, I know he can't.
Okay.
What are my things to
You,
identify?
you attacked us. We were
Oh, go
dealing
ahead.
with her.
You go ahead.
Well, real quick, whoever wishes, since you're looking at the book, make a history check.
I will
If you
make a
wish.
history check. No. 5.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus to that. And I rolled a 4.
8.
All right, cool. Zonak will make one as well. Oh, there you go. He's like, yeah, I don't know what this says, but I hear druids have like their own language thing.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, so
We're no longer in
I
bed.
see we
Are
must
you
speak
going
the
to
most
deal with
common
her?
language of English.
I can.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
She's quite beautiful.
Except
I'm
for-
sorry, lady, that I had to tie you, but you attacked us.
And also you
I
have
understand.
weird black eyes and pale skin. Still.
Balak has made Bradford and I one with the tree.
That seems bad.
I assume now, since my mind has been cleared, Balak is no more.
Oh yeah, he's over there.
He
I'm pointing over to the body.
has met his end.
That's good.
Yeah,
He can no longer harm you, but you seem to be somehow under his control still.
Less of his, more of the trees.
This tree is an evil presence.
Real quick, all of you look at the tree and you can see growing from one of the branches is a single white, very vivid red and orange apple-like fruit.
Oh, that's the good apple. That's the good apple. That's not the white one. The white ones are evil. This is the good apple.
You've got no idea what he's talking about.
So
I remember him asking about
how
fruit.
about
What if we fed it to him?
it's worth a shot.
I think, or maybe the seed we could grow a new tree. Ooh, a new awesome apple since this
As soon
one's
as
all
you say-
corrupted.
As soon as you say this, she goes, "No, do not plant the seeds."
Why?
She points out. She can't point, but she motions over to the twig blights. She's like, "That's where they come from."
Well, they don't seem all that evil.
I mean, they're
I go
jabbing
over.
a dude's corpse.
I-
Well, that's because I didn't like them.
I go over to the tree then, and I.
I'll let Bill
Comes
do
on.
it.
And I see if the twig blights do anything. I walk over to her and I say, "Take a bite."
That will not help me.
No.
The fruit is good for diseases, ailments of the sort, not curses.
Ah. I see. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm
Bradford
gonna-
is still out.
I'm gonna
cold.
try. I'm gonna try a medicine check, and the
Clubbed
reason I'm
him.
gonna do that is because
He must
since I have the jack of all trades, I'm a little tiny bit proficient in everything. So I'm gonna try to see if I can tell what's wrong.
make a history check.
History. Okay.
Mhm. He
What
said
was
that
her
all
score?
Master of None is
21.
better than Master of One.
21. You've heard some stories about this tree, and you know that people can be made part of the tree. Their life force being one in the tree zone. And you know that were the tree to perish, so would they.
So, if we were to plant another tree, would that keep you guys alive for longer?
The seeds don't grow trees; they only grow the twig plants.
Oh, then how would you grow another tree?
There is no other tree. That's just the story Belak told the goblins to tell the villagers.
What does the curse do to you?
Well,
Obviously, appearance changes.
I'm rolling for Bradford. He is out cold.
Somebody go over there and wake him up.
Do you feel like these?
Hey, slap nuts. I look at Zonak. Go wake him up, would you please?
Do you feel like these people are no threat to us? Are you going to attack us?
Well, with those black eyes, I'm not so sure.
Zonak goes over and kind of on Bradford's like, what? And he backs up. He's like, what's going on?
Oh,
Where am I?
Calm down, friend.
Clinkus, why don't you go over there and talk to Bradford and see what you can find out?
You asked Charwin. What did you ask her?
I said, how does this curse affect you?
Oh. She says, Belak tied our life force to the tree. If the tree were to be destroyed, then as would we, but leaving the tree alive is no option, and I'm fully aware of that.
Well,
Where is your brother?
We must find a way to break the curse.
You know where Talcon is.
We tried to fight against the goblin leader, Dern. He slayed Talgan where he stood and sent us down to Belak.
see, I told you he was wearing the signet ring.
Karakas didn't even make it there. The rats took him out.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to whatever his name is.
Bradford.
I was under the impression that Dirk hated Bella.
Dern did hate Balak, but feared him and his powers.
He didn't seem all that intimidating, honestly.
Are you going over to talk to Bradford?
Yeah,
If you're down here, then surely Dern is dead.
but he's like right next to him, so I'm still hearing everything, obviously.
No, he's not.
How did you get past him?
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
You reasoned with the hobgoblin.
With King Dirk, I did.
Don't expect him to keep on his offer.
So how does this curse affect you? Right? Are you able to get up and move? And
I can act freely now that Belak's control is no longer over me. But I can't venture far from the tree. And the tree must die, otherwise it will continue to grow these fruits, and the goblins will only take advantage of it.
I am not willing to destroy the tree and end your life with it. So we have to find another way.
Perhaps something the wizard carried could help.
Okay, so what am I looking at?
I also give him the things that she was carrying.
I will
And
write.
also the sword.
I will write these down.
And then
So
I'm gonna go talk to
a sword.
well, an ornate sword.
Okay.
Very
I don't make sword. What else?
a spell book or tome, then there's no difference there.
Okay.
From Belloc, I hand you a wand and a quarterstaff. He also had these vials. I'll hang on to them.
How many?
2 with this brackish
Are they the
liquid.
same?
No. And 3 with red liquid. Do I have any opportunity or chance of knowing what these?
Make Arcana check.
That is an intelligence. A1.
You have no idea what these are.
It's a liquid.
Okay, so the wand, we know what that does because we saw him use
We
it.
saw him use it.
The quarterstaff, I don't have any idea.
I don't know if it's something you can use, but I can't. I have no use
If
for
that sword's
it.
not evil, I think I'll use it in the future as a backup weapon, or just something to easily break.
Yeah,
This
if you want
warrior,
to.
this fine warrior, may wish to have his
If,
property back.
oh, right. I better talk to him, I guess, now.
Let's find out if he's our enemy or not.
Hey, are you going to be attacking us anymore?
Hell are you?
I am a Warforged. Nice to meet you.
I have no idea what that means.
It's like a machine, I guess is what you call it.
Are you like holding his sword?
I'm holding my maul.
Alright, where's the sword?
In Village's hands.
Okay.
I gave it to Village.
Alright, well, he can't see it then because Village is here. You're here. They're like right there. Yeah, there you go. Or
I say, are you tied to the tree as well, Sir Bradford?
look at me. What do you think?
I think you are.
I think yours.
Man, you're a smart one, aren't you?
And I think you're pretty sarcastic.
The sarcasm doesn't mean anything right now.
If I knew what sarcasm was.
Zonak, have you any idea what these vials may contain? I
Uh,
show him one with the brackish and one with the red.
he looked at him. Healing potion, antitoxin.
Antitoxin
Nice.
for what?
Antitoxin. You know, antitoxin can remove like I think poison. Let me check.
An anti-venom. I guess anti-toxin is just anything.
With that, I pop the top on one of the red vials and I drink.
You heal 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Hey, 4. 8. Haha, 10.
So, Radford, do you have any ideas on how we would remove this curse from you and the fine lady sitting behind you?
Unless you have a way to get rid of curses, just kill the
This
We should take a
key that was on Belloc's person must unlock some chest or stash of something important nearby. Did he? I asked the two that was under his control. Did he have a stash nearby or a hideout?
Sharwin says, I think he has a chest behind the tree.
I will search for one.
Antitoxin, if you drink it, you have advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour.
And then,
I look at
what if we just took him to the
Seeker and I
priest?
say, you don't need to.
Oblivion.
Zone it. If we were to take a short rest, you wouldn't have needed to drink that potion. Saying that. I don't care that you did it. I'm just saying if you want to save things like that,
That is
and I
a
can
good
sing
idea.
during a short rest, and it even makes you feel better than that.
Very good.
So in the future,
I'm still suffering the effects of that frozen blast.
so we should take a short rest right here.
Do you think we ought to release them from their
Not yet. Not until our short rest is
Let
over.
me.
So
I'm searching for the chest. By the
Also,
Make an investigation check.
what?
I look at you. Are you hurt at all?
20.
Not sure.
You go around the tree, there's a little hollowed out part.
I would recommend you ask other people before healing me, but I could
No,
use I could use a
if everyone's around me when I sing, you get more
I could
help
use healing.
after a short rest.
So I take the small chest out of the hollow
Scale of
spot
1 to
and I
10,
walk back
about a
over to the
7.
group. Yes, I found it. And that way I can sit during our rest and I'm going to open this chest. And look.
You know, why wouldn't we just take them to the priest in the town? Don't priests remove curses a lot of the time?
Well, they said if they go too far from the tree.
Well, what if we bring the priest down here?
You know?
Perhaps
We'd have to go back through all this that we've already gone through, and I mean that
Well, we're gonna have to go back
that's
anyway,
possible.
aren't we?
Perhaps
Now that Celic's dead.
there's
Hold on,
something
there's
in
something
this
in the
chest that will help us.
Ah.
And I use the key.
Wait, checking for traps before you do that.
I'm guessing he wouldn't trap his own chest.
Ah,
Let me look.
you can do whatever.
I will look to see.
I take my
I
turtle. I
notice
take my turtle head and I
anything.
do this, which means
Make an
nanny,
investigation.
nanny, poo poo.
I rolled an 11. Investigation gives me +4, 15.
This chest is locked but not trapped.
There's no traps on his personal chest. I feel pretty secure about it.
Boom!
Then it's like,
You put in the key. Doesn't work.
Perhaps this is not the right key for this.
Lockpick.
I pull it out and I put it away.
I can
remove my tools.
I can open it if we really want. Oh,
I have tools.
Okay.
Let me
Say
try this.
I have a scroll of a knock
Something's deep.
spell.
You could go check that deep thing.
I am
Especially when
have
I'm hungry.
expertise with these tools.
Check with them.
18 plus 8 is 24. 26.
Use.
Okay. Open. And I peer inside.
You see all manners of gold pieces and a few gems.
Ooh.
Oh, my.
Very nice. Monies, gems, and coin.
Uh-oh. Restart to install the newest Windows future update. No.
As we are taking our break, I will count. Nice.
You count through all of the.
Well, now I'm really hungry
Coins
because
and
I'm smelling
gems.
food. I could do.
Relax.
There are 200 gold pieces,
Okay, go upstairs. Lunchtime.
Okay.
3 small red gems.
Do these gems have different values? Or are they
You
just
don't know.
Hey, you didn't drink your milk for some reason.
And in the very bottom of
I never knew there was
the
milk there.
Because you
chest,
took your food to your room.
Yeah, sorry.
you find
It
a
wasn't touched.
Green
so I guess you
triangular.
could
yeah.
Put it in the freezer container.
Yeah.
I know. I also gotta get up and do the beverage. Can't sit in it for oh. You and Nancy.
Some gold and some gems and this odd green triangular sculpture.
A pyramid?
I can identify 2 items
Check this out.
today.
I don't know what you've identified so far,
I
but
haven't identified anything yet.
this small green thing is interesting. It's not a gem. It's carved. It has kind of a goat's head,
It just wants to install an update.
and it's a green triangular small. I'm not sure what it's made of. I give it to you.
It looks like a small green goat head.
Yeah, it's kind of triangular in shape, and it's etched in. Is it you?
It's like semi flat. It's in the shape. It's like has a depiction of a goat's head on it. It's triangular, somewhat.
Okay. A stone?
I'm going to erase it from my list since you're going to write that
Make
down.
an intelligence check.
11.
Does not appear to be made of stone. You're not certain what it's made of.
Okay, so